welcome to the Patreon episode of Flagrant 2. No easy buckets, analysis by assholes, water cooler commentary for your sports needs. Okay? Alex, turn off that AC. It's about to get very hot in here.
Let's get hot.
Another very hot day in New York City. Another day without air conditioning. But we're going to power through regardless. Guys, I'm here with Akaash Singh. I'm here with Real Life Kaz.
Yo.
We got Alex Media and Eden on the ones and twos. It's only right we start out with a flagrant thought of the week. Kaz is a little bit sad. We got to uplift Kaz. Everybody who's listening right now, think of a good thought for Kaz. Put Kaz in your heart. Put him in your prayers. Close your eyes and think of something positive for Kaz. Think of something positive, all right?
Kaz.
Blacked.
Yeah. So what happened? So Kaz,
I'm good.
You're
good.
okay?
I'm all right.
We can't talk about what happened, obviously.
I'm good. Nothing happened. I'm good. I'm straight.
Yo, we all have
good.
weird days, man.
You all have those days.
Bro, I had the fucking most socially awkward day. Do you guys ever have like just a raw socially awkward day?
I'm probably every other day.
But I'm actually quite good socially, right?
Okay.
I would say it's almost like a competitive advantage I have on the world.
Yeah.
Is like I can harness someone who's socially awkward and I can make them feel comfortable in an interaction,
Yeah.
right? And I can be comfortable or at least fake it well enough. But today, man, it felt like everybody I spoke to, I like had too long eye contact with, and like it was just like this. It felt like this.
Yeah.
It's just staring into men's eyes.
Son, I asked you a question and then you kept staring at me. I think I was asking you about shows and you were like, yeah, it was good. And I was
Yeah.
like, does he think I hate him? Why is he staring at me like this is going on? This has made me a little uncomfortable.
Bro, I just had a really awkward, socially awkward day, man. It was like, and then you hide yourself, at least for me, I hide myself in my phone when I'm socially awkward. And that just makes it worse
Well, even that's
because,
self-aware to know.
that I'm doing it, 100%
Yeah.
doing it just because it's like an anxious tick.
That's my worst thing. Like when it's an awkward silence, I'm just like, all right.
I do that one.
We all go for the
Yeah,
phone,
my girl
right?
hates that shit too. Yeah.
You were saying, Akaash?
I do that when it's a group of people and I don't know how to get in there. Or I
Sure.
don't feel like talking.
Yeah.
Phone. I would do it before smartphones. I would pretend I had calls and just walk outside for a minute. That flip.
I'm sure that was,
Is
that
it
was
like
like an old school
Mercury
thing.
Gatorade or something? Like,
Sorry?
Is it Mercury and
Mercury's Gatorade.
Mercury's in Gatorade.
Dude.
It's true. Like I think Mercury's in
In retrograde.
It just won the
retrograde.
Super Bowl.
Yeah.
It's in Gatorade.
Dude.
I think that means like the Mercury's and I don't know.
Maybe it's just hot as
Everything's
fuck.
off.
Fucking depressed do men have to be before we start looking into the stars?
I'm like,
That's the thing, like,
something's off.
real talk,
Something's
like
fucking off,
we don't know
man.
what it. I got a good workout today in the gym. I really went hard at the kickboxing shit, and I've just
Good.
kept on having these awkward social interactions. I go to this restaurant on the corner, and a waitress from one of the comedy clubs just happened to walk in there. I already know I'm being awkward. She said after our very awkward conversation, she's like, "All right, good to see you," and I said, "Thank you." I thanked her as if interacting with me was a pleasure for her.
God.
And I know I'm being incredibly socially
No,
awkward.
you said thank you like it's a pleasure for you. You didn't say you're welcome.
I have similar
said thank
interactions
you.
on the plane. I do that shit all the
Yes,
time.
I did say thank you, but I meant it. I swear to God, I know how I meant it. I meant it as if, oh, this is so embarrassing. I meant it as if like somebody had seen me on the street and they're like, "Hey, I love your work."
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
And
You turned
sometimes
into one of those guys.
Son, it happens. Son. No, you know what it is?
He's
This
transitioning.
This is what happens, right? This is
It's
what
happening.
happens.
It took a while, but it's happening.
Let me tell you. This is what happens, right? This is what happens. Sometimes you'll be at shows, right? And then you'll be meeting all these people, right? After the show. And every single person you meet, right? You understand that that's an important interaction for them.
Of course.
And I want that to go well for you.
Yeah.
I want, like, Alex sees me at the show. If somebody's super nervous and I'll hug a motherfucker.
You're
Hey man,
great
calm
with
down.
fans.
Like I know that this is important to you because I remember when I met the people I really looked up to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was like, man, don't fuck this up. Don't fuck this up. So you'll be in this mood where you're like, it's all altruism. It's all like, I'm here because I want you to have fun in this interaction. If you're bumbling your words or you're messing shit up, I'm just like, hey man, it's all good, dude.
Yeah.
Talk to me, man. Sometimes I'll just stop and there's a big line and I'll just be talking to somebody, right?
It should be annoying.
And it might be annoying for the people behind, right? But I really care because I want that interaction to be good for you. I'm grateful you came out to the show and you support what I do. So you're in that mood of like, yeah, thank you, like trying to be helpful. And every once in a while, one of these like smart ass motherfuckers just comes up and they'll be like, hey man, like you could have done better. But I won't even hear what they say. Right?
Yeah.
So I'll be like, bro, thank you so much. I really
Already got
appreciate
your
it.
routine down.
So I'm like dapping him up. He's trashing me. I'm not even thinking about what he's saying, right? And I think that's the mode I was in.
Oh shit.
You know what? For the most part, I remember this from Guy Code, and it's happened a little bit with Flagrant. When people come up to you on the street, it is, hey, you're that dude. Hey, and now they even know my actual name, which they never did on Guy Code.
Yeah.
But hey, you're Akaash Singh, whatever. I donated $20 a month to a charity because I thought a guy recognized me. Like, this little black kid came up to me.
So the guys with the homeless, the guys
he
with cups
wasn't
and shit?
homeless.
No, I mean like those little like teenagers that walk
Wait,
around
the
like, hey,
basketball
you like
teams?
kids or whatever?
He wasn't. He was a college age black kid.
New York card.
College age black kid came up to me wearing like a tattered suit,
Oh,
like
boy.
it looked like a private school outfit.
Okay.
So I thought he's actual whatever, like high school kid, whatever. And that tends to be dating back to Guy Code, who I get recognized by.
Yeah.
So he's like, "Yo, man," and I'm like, "Hey, man, what's up?" And then he's like, "Yo, I like this," and he said, "I like your jacket," but I assume he was gonna say fan shit because I'm locked into, and I get real uncomfortable, but I want to be nice and I want you to feel like what a
Yeah.
nice guy. So I'm like, "Yo, appreciate that, man." I like your jacket, and I'm like, "Huh, that's weird. Didn't see that coming." And then he's like, "I got this charity that donates money. Do you want to give?" And I'm like, "I can't say no now. I just
God
fucking
damn
sat
it.
here, talk to this dude."
I was about to say, I can absolutely say no.
Compliments.
That's how I know you
It
haven't
seemed
been living in New York
it
City
seemed
long
like a
enough.
legit charity.
I
like,
said no to this retard today that was outside of Starbucks. He was like a Spanish retard, and he just came out and was like, "Excuse me,
Just regular Spanish?
Excuse me, right?" And then I was like, "Nah." He's like, "Do you like soccer?" And I was like, "No, actually." Woo.
It's always an easy exit.
Hell yeah.
Don't you hate it like when you're on the plane and like you're scanning to go into the plane and you're like, "Have a nice trip." You're like, "Yeah, you too."
Yeah. I said that
Like,
to
you're
Woody.
just
I said
so
that to
in the
Woody
mode.
Harrelson once. I didn't tell y'all this story.
Oh, Woody,
When I
fucking
met
the
Woody
goat, dog.
Harrelson, bro, I was I don't know. We were talking before we were going on a flight to Montreal.
Yeah.
And I don't know how we got to just kind of like talking. He's high out of his mind, bro. He's high out of his mind. And I was like,
Surprising.
what brings you to Montreal? And he goes, "Oh, I got to do this global entry thing where you have to leave the country and then come back to a passport destination in order to like show, I don't know, some shit. You have to
Okay.
do it. You have to do it. Nexus. Maybe you want to get Nexus to go to Canada a lot. Maybe he's filming something.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. So I was like, this, that, we're talking. And then they called the aisles for the flight. And I looked at this guy who was on my flight and I was like, "All right, man, safe flight." And he looked back at me. He goes, "I think it's in both of our interests that we have a safe flight."
We're just so used to wanting to say something nice back.
Yeah,
That
just,
a lot
like,
of times doesn't
falling
even make
into
any
the
sense.
fucking-
It's just like, oh, okay.
The fucking mode of it.
It's just
Anyway,
socially awkward as shit.
so if any of you guys are feeling a little awkward today, just know that we're all in the same headspace.
Mercury's in
Mercury's in
lemonade.
Gatorade.
That's the title.
Mercury. What is it?
Mercury's in Gatorade.
Mercury's in Gatorade. We're gonna do something. Well, I guess you guys will see it when it actually happens, so we don't have to bring that up right now. But we'll actually talk about some sports today. But we should start out with the flagrant thought of the week, guys. Flagrant thought of the week. Flagrant thought of the week. Flagrant thought of the week.
I was talking to my friend who his sister just had a baby and they're worried about postpartum. And I said, "Do you think maybe she's just depressed because someone else is finally going to get attention?"
Someone else is
You
finally.
think postpartum depression is just women have to deal with the fact that a baby's getting all the attention and not
instead
them?
of themselves? Wow.
And maybe that's where it all comes from. It's
possible.
just wait, it's not
possible.
about me anymore.
It's very possible.
I don't know how to handle this.
Imagine going through 9 months of having a human grow in your stomach.
Yeah.
And the second it comes out, your husband does not give a fuck
You are
about
literally
you
not
at
important
all.
anymore.
Yeah, it's just like
Goddamn.
mend up, bitch.
Honestly, that was the biggest piece of advice I've gotten. Like they were
Which
like,
is?
make sure that it's still about her, even though this baby's coming. Like make sure like you don't like lose the importance of the lady because that happens. Like
So
people,
I heard this
they
Ryan
see
Reynolds
the-
quote. It's something like he talked about Blake Lively. They had kids together in that
Yeah,
talk show.
yeah.
He said, "I used to tell Blake, you're the most important thing in the world to me. I'll never let anything bad happen to you ever." Then the second I saw my baby girl, I realized I would use Blake as a human shield to protect her, to protect anything happening to this baby.
That's
Yeah,
real
okay.
shit though. I get it,
Dude, that
I'm
is.
at that point.
Would you sacrifice your wife to save your kid?
Yep.
Really? You don't even know that kid.
I think hypothetically.
Let's say
I think in reality you
hypothetical.
would.
You
Hypothetical.
don't even know that kid. That kid's
Hypothetical
younger.
situation.
I was kidding.
You have the Spider-Man moment where you could either save, the school bus of kids or save Mary Jane, right? This is in every Spider-Man movie.
Damn.
Now, you have your girl and you have your baby. You got to save one.
Oh God. Don't ask me that.
Now, I know it's more real for you, so you don't got to answer.
That, dog.
Let me tell you what
Can
I would
enjoy
do.
my weekend this year.
This is what I would do. I would have both of them in my hands, and I would look at my wife like, "Bitch, you better tell me to save the baby." You selfish ass better not try to make me save your life. We saving the baby, right? Like,
Oh, man.
you want to kill your own daughter? You want to kill your own son?
That fall. It's only a couple stories. It'll be all right. You can bounce back. That baby ain't gonna make that, bro. You at least gotta fight a chance if you fall.
True.
You
You
gotta
could try
fight
to
a chance.
throw her into something where she could land.
Yeah,
This,
shit.
one's, this one's too easy, but I've killed enough babies.
Oh, God damn it.
Alex leaning in.
God damn it. It's about time.
It was right there.
Ice cream scoops.
I'll try to save them.
Akaash?
I'll try to save them both and throw myself in front of the bus, so I don't gotta deal with this bitch ever again. And she-
You would kill yourself before saving them. Ah, okay.
Let me just
That's
save both of
noble.
y'all, and I'll go down, and then y'all
noble.
could just remember me as a good man, and I can not have to deal with this shit ever again in my life.
Oh, man.
Guys. Oh my lord. Rough one. Okay, so flagrant thought of the week. I don't know, Al, you got a flagrant thought of the week?
Nah.
Eden, you have a flagrant thought of the week? Not at all?
Damn, nothing?
Damn.
Can't even
bro.
pretend you got one, son.
My gosh.
I mean, I have one, but it's kind of like.
What is it?
All right, the American flag is washed already. We need a new one.
Whoa!
Whoa, why do you say that?
You didn't think that would be
It's
flagrant?
fucking 50 stars in red and white.
Son,
Like,
Yo, look at these socks.
Send him
Go
back.
to the wide.
Send him back.
Send him back. Send him back. Yo, that's the new title. How many times do you think we'll retitle the podcast in an episode? Look at these socks right here, son.
What you
Damn
want
right,
on it?
bro. We
50
don't play no
stars.
fucking
colors
game,
don't
dog.
run.
it's fucking stars on a blue.
What you want,
and
a
then red and
fucking
white flags.
churro on it, motherfucker?
A soccer
Nah,
ball would
the
be
flag
nice.
is kind of fire. The flag is
No,
fire.
the American flag is the sickest flag.
The flag
bro.
is fire.
It's not even close.
That makes me wonder, what is one of the worst flags we have?
What's
I
the
mean,
worst
in this
flags?
world.
All them stupid ass Dominican looking flags, bro.
There's like
Everything red, white, and blue?
Yeah,
Oh,
like
wow,
them
that's
fake
crazy.
ass American flags. It's just an American flag with a fucking eagle on it or some shit or a frog or whatever y'all put on your flags.
What about the French flag?
What's the Costa Rican flag look like? What's that shit look like? You don't even know your flag.
I'm not Costa Rican.
You know what it looks like? It looks like a
Australian
bunch of
flag's
fucking
kinda-
brown people staring at America like, man, I wish I could look at that flag. That's what it is.
Don't it make
should
sense
be, it should be 10 of y'all with
What-
boogie
what do you
boards
think it should look
trying
like,
to
Adam?
paddle your asses to America.
Don't it make sense that every Latin American flag is red, white, and blue, trying to be American just like every Mexican?
just trying to sneak in. Like maybe they won't notice and think it's American.
To be fair, I think the Mexican flag is green, white, and red.
Man, suck my dick. Man, I don't know.
But the Dominican and like Puerto
Thinking of
Rican,
Puerto Rican.
Flag is
are
also red, white, and
Americans.
blue, too.
You know?
Funny.
Say what?
Costa Rican flag?
Where
it's
is
also
it?
red, white, and blue.
What is this
Close to
one?
it.
Costa Rica.
Go to it, make it big so we can make fun of this stupid ass flag. You even got your own colonizers in your flag. Look at the big ass fucking ship right there. And what? And the
Santa
ship got
Maria?
an American flag on it. Go close.
At the Santa
Go
Maria.
close. Look. Let's see if we get. Son, you can't zoom anymore.
That's a Google image.
Son.
He's got to click it out.
Oh, was it good?
God damn. So what should the American flag look like?
I mean, we could do that bald eagle. That'd be kind of fire.
Man,
That's way better than some fucking stars.
Fuck out of here. The
All right,
stars are lit.
somebody tell me what the stars mean.
It's the States.
Yeah.
You didn't know what that
I was about to
meant?
say, like,
I know what that meant, but what we can't count.
Son,
Bro, that's
did
easy.
your parents think y'all were gonna go back? Where is the dedication to America? Okay, look.
What's the
so look-
Nicaraguan flag look like? He's Nicaraguan.
Wait, you're not Costa Rican? Son,
I thought you were Venezuelan this whole time, bro.
Go back to Nicaraguan.
Okay. Nicaragua.
That's ugly as fuck, dog. Straight up. It's got an Illuminati eye.
I'm about to say it does very
Son,
look.
they got
look
fucking
like, bro.
bananas on the
Bananas,
flag,
son?
son. Go closer. Look at that dumbass flag. You got a fucking bushel of bananas.
You and
got
Chiquita
this
got
shit
the same
here.
emblem.
What is that shit above it? You got a volcano?
That's
You
a-
got your own demise on your flag? This is pathetic,
It's
bro.
a rainbow,
It's
dog.
quiet for this, bro.
Isn't it ironic that
all volcanoes here.
isn't it ironic that you got a rainbow and you're probably the
Oh,
most homophobic group of people on earth?
That's Arenal.
Debatable.
That's the name of your
There's
volcano.
a lot of corny shit about America, but the flag is fire. The flag
Yo.
is fire. I would change the national anthem in a heartbeat. The
No,
national anthem.
first
is
of all,
sick.
no. Stop. Stop. The
national
national anthem is by far the best national anthem in the history of national anthem. Name one that national anthem better.
the Canadian national anthem slaps way harder than the national.
Oh, Sing that
Canadian
shit.
sucks.
Oh, Canada,
Cucks.
our home and native land.
Not true.
Oh, Canada, we stand on guard. Shit's fire, bro.
Boo!
Shit is fire.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early
Play Russia's.
light?
It doesn't even have bars to it. They're just singing words. They're just
Son, it's a
yelling
hard
words.
song to sing.
Play Russia's.
What's
heard
so
Whitney
proudly
Houston, son?
we
Whitney Houston
hail-
killed that
They're
shit.
just-
That's the only
they're just
one that you-
reciting words. It doesn't even rhyme. It's not like it's not like a stanza song. It's just like
Yeah, but we
Who's
got the only
brought
one we can have
stripes
runs
and
in.
bright stars through the
at the rhyme pattern.
perilous
Light-
fight?
okay, light fight,
Ain't
okay.
no fucking
Gleaming and
rhyming
streaming.
needed.
Gleaming
Air
and
and
streaming.
there,
The
rain and brave.
ramparts we
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
rhymes.
Okay.
Oh shit, rhymes.
That's
Cat, what you
right.
talking
We're
about?
so gallantly streaming. No fucking oak cannon. We're already fighting. 4 bars in. It's war. And the rockets
It's war.
red glare. We're pulling up. The bombs bursting in the air. They should burst on the ground, but we'll take the air. Gave proof through the night. We fight at night that our flag was still there.
Flag still up.
Gang,
Oh,
gang.
say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave, bro?
Brave
That's
heart.
bars actually.
Son. Oh, this
the
is the
other
new
America
shit.
song slaps way harder. What is it? God Bless America sounds way harder.
God bless America.
That's a way fire song than this song, bro. Land that I love, stand beside her.
Nah, that's the "Oh Canada" of America song. So that shit's soft.
You're bugging, son. That shit
That's just
rocks.
dead ass. When America wins in the Olympics, the other countries are excited that they get to listen
They
to
get
our
to
anthem.
hear it?
I've asked people about that. They've no, and my boy was in Ireland, and they asked him, "What is it like to chant USA?"
That's hot. The USA
No.
chant is hot.
All right, but it wasn't. All right,
I don't even like
you
soccer.
went to the finals this year.
USA.
You went to the finals this year.
USA. You can't chant no fucking Republica
Listen.
of Nicaragua.
You went to the finals this year. You saw an entire arena scream, "Oh Canada,
Yeah.
we stand on guard for thee."
I fake like that shit.
That
dog.
shit
I'm
is
not gonna
fire,
lie,
bro.
son.
I'm not even Canadian.
fake
I'm
like
like,
you
yo,
admit that shit.
that shit
fake
was
like
hard,
that
bro.
shit.
So mad,
Nah, bro.
son.
You
Y'all
can get excited
bugging,
about anything
son.
if enough people are cheering it.
Y'all
Like
bugging,
Canada,
son.
though, you was too hype for
You
that.
in a
son.
suite, you get
Who?
excited about a lot of things.
I wish I was in the
I'm about to
suite.
say like the view must have been real nice for you to say that about Canada.
No, I get off of like there's a bunch of people that are prideful about a thing, and that is always fun. You know, you saw that like movie. What was that
That's
movie
what
where
I'm
they
saying, the
played
flag is
rugby
fire.
in
I'm
South
like-
Africa?
That's the one-
Invictus.
Yeah, you were crying at that shit. you
That
told
shit
me.
was great. But it was
Okay.
like they were just so proud. They were so proud to be South African. You
Yeah,
know?
there's a lot of people proud at the Pride Parade too. So
Yeah, that's beautiful.
So you gonna go and join
parade is
that
a lot.
shit and root for that shit too?
Yeah.
Why it's gotta
You
be
gotta go-
shit?
What's
You're
wrong
gonna go on
about what's wrong with
floats.
pride?
Why can't they be prideful?
You're gonna
It's
go
just
on the
take-
Hold on one second.
floats
Why can't they be prideful?
and the banana boat.
Why
Just
can't they
the-
be prideful?
No, you.
Son, I like when other people are prideful. I don't need to be part of it.
No,
I'm
but
not
you
gonna
were
go to
repping the set.
Say
you was,
what?
You was repping Toronto.
Stop.
You were repping Toronto.
Stop.
Yo, we gonna act like
Stop.
he wasn't repping Toronto
about to say,
3 weeks
Andrew.
ago?
Stop.
You was
That's
begging,
my
you was
team.
begging hard for
That's
that
my
Maple
team.
Leaf for a couple of weeks.
Stop.
You wasn't repping the Maple Leaf real hard.
Stop. There's a difference between
man.
repping the Raptors and repping another country. You'll never see me rep another country. It's USA till I die. If Scotland pulls up on the USA, then I hope we laid them out. And my family members are there. If it goes there, if World War III pops off and the Scots want to get it popping, it's going to be another Braveheart for y'all. We're going to string you guys up and tear the fuck off your genitals. Let them know. Listen, I got respect for the homeland. But we're not going to act like we don't ride for the number one team.
It was just Raptors.
Motherfucker, wait, you like the Golden State Warriors. That don't mean that you're
No,
gay.
I like Steph.
Right? I never was like, yo, you love gay people because you
I
like
said
the
I just
Warriors.
like Steph.
Now, you wore a Warriors jersey.
Steph's.
Hey, what team he's on?
He's my favorite player.
But you weren't riding for the Warriors in that series?
I was riding for my player.
And what?
Come on,
but
you're
you
not
were
gonna
riding
trick
for
me.
that team.
But then
No,
hold
it's
on,
right
isn't
for
Nah,
that
you
player.
said
No,
Warriors
hold
in
on, hold on.
6.
Isn't
Yeah.
that the same as him riding for Toronto and not for the country? You could ride for
Yeah,
one small part of, but not
But
the whole
Golden
organization.
State's in the USA though.
What?
Like it's in USA.
But you see what I'm saying? You root for one small part of the whole thing, and you
Yeah.
say, "I don't rep the whole thing. I just rep this one small part."
Yeah.
He's doing the same thing with Toronto.
No. I gave him the pass. If he says it was only Raptors thing, I just felt like it
Yo,
was
you know what?
Toronto thing.
I got to
Fair
say
enough.
one thing, though.
What you got?
This is one thing.
What do you got?
Canada got the second best national anthem. Because it's the only other national anthem that other countries know at least one word or two words of.
Yeah, I can tell you.
America, they know our motherfucking shit.
Okay.
And they got to listen to it when we win all the time. That's why you fucking learned it. But Canada, they rep. I think they know it. I think they know a couple words. Do you know the English one?
I'm trying to think about it.
Play the Russian. This guy in the ticket.
What's the English? Wait, what's the English national
I have
anthem?
no fucking idea. Great Britain.
God save the Queen.
You, God Save the Queen. Is that the national anthem?
Man, I don't know.
Do you remember all the people living in?
That's it. That shit slaps.
Why don't they just make a Beatles song, the English national anthem? Son, we would all sing
That's
that
what
shit.
I'm saying. Like that's all I was saying before. Like, why can't we update the national anthem
Son, what's
to reflect current times? Like, what's wrong with that?
Stop.
Why are you doing that every 4 years, bro?
Not every 4 years. I think every 300 is good.
What's that song? What's that song by oh fuck.
Yesterday, that's the national anthem for Britain. That's when y'all were fucking
That's when y'all
empowered.
popping. Yeah. There's what's the song by
Who,
I'm
Elton
gay?
John?
no. No.
Skepta. Trash.
It's by like Liam McGregor.
Oh, Oasis.
Wonderwall.
Oh, today is gonna be the day that I'm gonna throw it back to you.
So that was the national anthem.
Fire, bro.
How you not root for England in the Olympics just to hear it and then have to make them sing it live?
Oh, bruh.
Oh.
That's my number one white people song of all time.
Oh, by far.
I don't believe
What about the
it.
United States
Jay-Z.
national anthem?
Number 2. Top 5, dead or alive.
Wait, you never seen Jay-Z sing this at Glastonbury?
Oh, yeah. I saw
It's
that.
a great hip hop moment because he was like the first rapper to like headline that, and dude from Oasis like, yeah, no bloody rappers headlining our festival. So the first song he comes out to,
That's a
and he
flex.
sings Wonderwall with the guitar around his
Word?
neck. It was so fire, bro.
shit,
When he's saying he has a guitar in his neck when
Yeah, like he just has he comes out with a guitar and he sings Wonderwall. First song at Glastonbury to like 90,000 people. First rap act to like headline the fucking festival.
Yo, we could play this on the Patreon, right? Because we're not.
yeah, we should be able
bump
to.
that shit.
How you don't just go to
Play the
videos?
YouTube.
I don't
Yeah, the
understand.
video's right there, bro.
We're still like on YouTube, so
Yeah, but it's
listed.
Yeah,
but
we're
it's
talking
no-
over it.
It still gets monetized.
No, but there's no money. It's like what?
Yeah, you can't
I don't
monetize
care about
this.
that
It's not
shit.
on-
Yeah.
There it is.
All right, we'll take some
Oh,
time.
I hate
Where's Homeboy?
Who is this? Tim Westwood?
Yeah.
That's not Tim Westwood.
Nah,
Tim
Yes, it
Westwood's
is.
like 90 years old.
Let everybody know what you're watching right now.
Yeah, so we're watching the 2008 Glastonbury Festival. Jay-Z headlining it. First rapper to ever headline the festival.
Fast forward this.
Yeah,
shit,
bro.
son. We don't need that.
Yeah, like just get to like right around.
That's not Westwood?
No, it's not.
Yo, all white people look alike, so.
Go back. And then come on, son. Holy shit.
There we go. There we go. The GOAT.
He ain't even playing this guitar.
Of course
He's
he's
just
not.
walking out with it. I know
This
he's
is
not.
such
No,
a
I'm not
gold
saying
move.
like a hater thing. I'm saying it's like it's dope. That's so dope.
Got the scarf around the mic.
Big smile on his face.
Just
Can
trolling.
you turn the volume up so we can hear it?
That's the loudest it goes.
Feels the way I do about you now.
I'll sing this fucking song.
Oh man, everybody knows this fucking song. You can tell he just learned the words like a few hours ago. I don't believe that anybody.
And what's great is he's butchering it. Like,
Of
it's
course.
so
Oh,
funny.
he's a stress.
Because it was a
It's
whole big
so
shit
funny.
for like weeks.
Yeah.
I remember I was at the source covering this, and they had like a whole big spiel about it from Noel Gallagher. I think that's
Noah
his
and,
name.
and Liam, yeah.
Noel and Liam Gallagher. They were just like shitting on him for weeks. Like, it's not even music. Da, 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 da. So that was a great troll moment.
That's so great, dude. Jay the
Here
Goat.
it is.
for
Here it
real.
is. Said maybe.
I want to hear him sing that shit.
He's so ugly, son.
And after all, then he goes right into 99 Problems and murders it.
I've heard him live is good.
Oh,
I don't
incredible.
normally fuck
He's
with
good.
rap live.
He's good. He's surprisingly good for how low energy he is.
Yeah.
That's what's impressive.
That's a young guru, man. He supervises all that shit.
Oh,
too,
really?
and everything to an experience, yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's great.
All right, let's see, Jay. Drop it with your Aerosmith mic stand.
Good reference.
Damn, it's crazy. I'm not used to like skin fade Jay-Z anymore. Like,
Oh, yeah.
it's weird seeing him without hair.
Yeah, we're just gonna.
Says something. There it is. Murders it.
All right. Stop this shit. Stop
That
this
was a
shit.
great show. It was a great show. If you could YouTube it, guys on the Patreon, just go
That's
check
what's
that out.
dope
It's
about
great.
Patreon. We could watch YouTube videos.
Yeah.
And we could react to YouTube
Yeah.
videos.
It's a litty.
As long as it's
Interesting. Yo, what time is it? Because,
It is 5:52.
okay. Oh, shit. Flash flood warning.
yeah, I just saw
This
that.
weather's wild, B. This weather
I'm
is
actually happy
wild,
it's about
B.
to be a flash flood. We need that.
Oh.
We need that cool down. Now who doesn't look
What?
stupid with the hoodie, Akaash?
You know my friend Lewis.
You look happy.
You
that's
knew
all
a
that
friend of
matters.
his,
That's good. Thank you.
gay dude. He's a big fan.
Yeah.
You knew like a friend.
Yeah.
He had a crazy story. He was driving in his Benz, him and his partner. It was like last week. It was a crazy flood crazy flash flood, and they pulled over to the side because they couldn't see anything. But where they pulled over, it was like a big ass puddle. It started to come up into the car.
Oh, shit.
And then it got so high up that all
it
the
start sucking
electricity
each
in the
other's
car
dicks?
fucked up, and the doors in a BMW are electric.
Oh, fuck.
So he
just
couldn't
locked
get
in.
They could have
out.
drowned, B.
Yeah.
Did they get out through the window?
Luckily, it's like the electric was working just a little bit, so he kept having to press it. It was going down real slow, and they jumped out the window. Yeah. So
That
like this is
sucks.
just a heads up to anybody who owns like those types of cars. Get a little hammer thing in case you ever get in that situation. They have
You're
like
supposed to
these
hit, like, the
small
little
little
corner
hammers.
I know what you're
that-
talking about.
No,
Yeah.
everybody should invest in one of those and learn how to use it.
Yeah, word.
Yo,
I
that
had
is crazy.
Some homies
Yeah,
in
that shit is
Houston.
Like he said, the water was coming up to his chest. Son. Imagine,
Oh,
and you
shit.
can't get out the car. Son.
I might bitch up. I ain't gonna front. Like if it's happening that quick and I'm in the car, and
I'm
just,
crying.
I'm just like, oh,
That's-
this is it. This is
Nah,
I'm
but
going.
I just can't believe
Fuck.
like you ain't go for like trying to kick out the windows. Like
I mean, it's not
There's
easy.
a way to do it. It's not as easy as you think. There's like a way to do it. You have to like do it a specific way. There's one of these survival sites. Again, the Ticket did a whole segment on this. It was like
Yeah.
you buy this little kit is the best way to go. I had homies in Houston, not even during like the Harvey floods, just a random flood. One guy had to like climb out of his car through the sunroof, and then the water still came up that high, and him and another dude had to like basically like help each other swim to survive, stay afloat for like an hour. It's crazy. This shit just be happening. Flash floods.
I went swimming in this pool. Yo, I was swimming in this pool, bro. That shit ain't easy, dude. I think I haven't swam in a long time or something like that. But like,
Too many black friends.
maybe it is. Y'all weighing me down because I was like swimming in the middle. It was like 8 feet, and then like I'd like try to do the thing where you just float. What is it called?
Doggy paddle?
No, yeah, but like
The
more than that.
tread water.
man's
Tread. I was trying to
water.
tread in water.
Yeah.
And then I'd be like, nah, and I just hold on to like the side
it's
or like
tiring,
a floaty.
son. It's
Dude,
tiring.
it's one of those things where I was like, man, I could drown. When I was a kid, I had unlimited stamina swimming.
Yeah.
I never considered that you drown from being tired.
Yeah.
I considered you drown from. I didn't know how people drown. I thought they were stupid.
didn't know how to
but
swim.
like this right here, or not knowing how to swim,
Yeah.
I can totally see myself if I was in the middle of the ocean. Drowning out of exhaustion and nothing else. And that's got to be the most scary shit. Because think about when you're playing ball or lifting weights, right? Your muscles reach exhaustion. You're like, I can't go anymore. I physically need to stop.
And you stop.
But you just breathe.
Yeah.
Imagine when you stop, you just sink.
The thing about the
Fuck!
That's
thing
my
about the
worst
ocean,
fear.
though, I think it's so salty that you can just float. I think.
No, I think
Because
there's
I
only.
know it's mad easy to
I've
float
heard that
in the
about the
ocean, like
Dead
when I'm at
Sea.
the beach.
Now you can float in bodies of water. Yes, you
Yeah.
can. But what you can't account for is waves, right? So if it's just a flat body of the water in the Bahamas, you just lay on your back and then
Yeah.
see what happens.
Yeah,
Hopefully
yeah.
a fucking boat comes every
One
once
good
in a while.
wave
You
comes
turn
and
it.
takes you.
But if you keep going under these waves, now every time you go under, you got to
gotta
swim back up to the
and
top.
then you get
What if you got
tired.
no energy and you come back to the top? Deep breath, another wave.
That's a horrible way to die.
Whoa!
That's the word. That's the one way I don't want to go.
Drown,
Drowning. Yeah. That's the one way. I do not
fire, or
want to go.
drowning? Which one?
Fire, by far.
What? Nah,
Yeah.
I go for drowning.
So
I feel
heard-
like I got a fighting chance if I'm in fire, like on
no,
fire.
but I'm saying if you're definitely gonna die, which one would you prefer?
Buried alive or trapped alive in anything is my fucking greatest fear.
Yeah, I think the panic of me drowning like fucks me up.
What do you
more.
mean by that?
I
Like,
feel
you're in like an earthquake, or
Like
something
earthquake
like
to
that?
the bottom of the rubble, and then you just stuck,
Oh.
and you can't fucking 3 days or 4 days or whatever go by, and you're just trapped. I'm mad claustrophobic. That would.
Well, this
be
doesn't help.
It would be
It's-
absolute hell.
It's more than 3 days. You're there for a week minimum.
'Cause you're just like, yeah, it's just while I'm out of water in my body, and then I die.
yeah, you die of no water.
Yeah.
You don't die of being in a hole.
And the entire time you're living, you can't even really look up. You know what I mean? Like,
Just
Yeah,
darkness.
I almost got trapped in my elevator today. That should just stop working.
you've seen me almost get
Your
stuck in an elevator. I
elevator is
freak
like
out.
being caught in a fucking.
That's the thing. It's mad small. We got these tiny little elevators, bro.
And them shits don't be working.
Son.
These elevators here.
No,
Oh,
he's
this
talking
shit.
about
I'm
his
talking
Oh, you're
about
talking
my
about yours.
crib.
Oh, my fault. I was like, yo, this shit, bro. Yes. Well, last time we taped, it was like 20 people getting on the elevator, and they're like, oh, you might as well not go on here because this one got stuck a few days ago. I was like, oh,
Bye.
y'all motherfuckers got
Yeah,
it, bro.
yeah, got it.
I ain't
Wow.
doing that shit, bro.
How long
So-
were you stuck?
Only a few minutes, but nothing worked. None of the buttons worked. Nothing. So it's just like,
I would fall apart in those 3 minutes. I told my girl on like our third date, we got in an elevator going to some restaurant. I said, listen, I want to tell you something right now. If we ever get stuck on an elevator, no matter how short the time is, you will never respect me as a man again. Because I will fall the fuck apart.
why?
dude.
Why do you think?
I'm super claustrophobic, and then as soon as I'm stuck in an elevator for 10 seconds, I'm like, well, I'm gonna die here. Any logic shuts off. And she's like, that's it, it's over. But we're running out of oxygen right now. I start freaking out. It's completely irrational.
I didn't even think about running out of oxygen as one of them.
Son, I think I'm fucking you up, so maybe I should stop talking.
Yeah, that panic, man. I just, I'm ready to get in the fucking.
Because in my mind, I just call somebody and then they figure out the fucking elevator.
Oh, that's the rational thought.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
have plenty of time, but
But
my
you
logic
really-
shuts off.
I don't
Is
know.
it here?
I kind of just live life where it's like predestined. So I'm not worried about death.
Yo, what about if it's you and someone else in a room and there's only limited amount of oxygen? Would you take mad deep breaths and try to get that other motherfucker out of there?
No, you just both die
It doesn't
quicker.
make you live longer.
I'm
to
about to
take-
say, like,
you
bro.
can't like
You
store.
may
It's not like a
kill
camel
the
hump.
other person, so there's more oxygen for you to last longer.
That,
Yeah, but
that
that's
you could do.
rude. But if you're just like,
rude.
Rude. It's life or
mean.
death, bro.
Yeah, it's death.
Like, it's
Yeah, but
me or
when
you
you-
at this point.
You take up all the
Fuck.
oxygen, you just both die quicker.
But probably killing him, you would be so tired you would use up the oxygen anyway. You would
that
like,
too.
you know what I
oh
mean?
shit! Now you're both taking deep, and every deep breath while you're fighting is a little bit of your oxygen.
Your energy and your stamina.
Me, I'm
But you
going to-
can't. You're right. You can't just hoard oxygen. You
Yeah.
can't just
Yeah.
keep it.
I'm going immediately for the chokehold. That's it.
You choke them out.
And I'm holding my breath while I'm choking him. You see?
And y'all
And then
both
I got-
deserve that.
and then
One
I
of
got
us gonna
straw.
tap.
I got a straw in my
You're gonna
pocket. I
find
breathe
you-
out of that.
You're gonna find you at the bottom of the ocean, like, God, what happened to him? Alex fucking hands around this dude's neck at the bottom of the ocean, like, God damn it.
All these elevators got cameras too, though, so you'd be in jail as soon as you got out.
No, we're talking no elevator. We're talking just random room.
Oh, okay, word. Yeah. that might
Would you
happen.
kill a stranger to save yourself? Like on that Saw shit?
Nah.
Nah.
But what if he's trying to kill you?
I think if
Well,
you're
that's
in
I'll
that,
survival.
defend myself.
Yeah,
I think it's easy to say I wouldn't, and then that moment, if it's my life or yours, I think everybody is programmed to say it's my life.
All right, what about this one? Oh, some wild hypotheticals today.
Okay.
It's you and like your family, and you have like rations of food, right? Mm-hmm. Would you like eat a little bit more than you should?
Oh no.
Older family member, younger family member.
First off,
You're so white, son.
I was about to say, like,
Like-
dog, first off, if you're the man of the house, you're not
got it.
eating
That's what I'm
anyway.
saying.
Like, you don't get food. You kidding me? Like everybody else.
It's just like,
eats
I
before.
don't know about the fam. Like, you are sick,
Yo.
son.
If it's your kids,
I'm not gonna eat
it's a
that
wrap.
much more, but if like we break the brownie in half, I'm gonna take the piece that got a little bit more of that piece. You know what I mean?
Take the bigger half.
Yeah, but like,
The trick is you eat it quick so they don't notice which side's bigger.
oh yeah,
There you go.
Bastards. If it's family, I give my life.
Yeah.
but you're gonna die.
All right.
I'll die. I'll
for
die for my
family,
family.
son.
But don't you want to save your family by staying alive? The family ain't
No,
gonna
I'm
save
saving
themselves.
them by giving them more food.
Son, someone's gonna have to get you out of that predicament.
So, why do you think I'm getting us out of the predicament?
Cause
said
you're
we're
the man
stuck.
of the house, bro.
But you
what,
said we're
what
stuck.
everybody else gonna do with that piece of brownie? They're not gonna think about a solution. I'm solutioning it.
It's a dumbass hypothetical.
I'm just saying, I'm thinking for solutions. Like that's my whole MO.
Yeah,
and I need
all right.
The
brownie.
solution is I'm gonna let you starve to death, so I can get me out of here.
Yo, okay, here's one, right? After the person dies, right?
Yeah.
You need to eat them quick before their body goes
I knew
bad.
it was going there.
right? Okay, so do you eat that person
No.
quick or do you let them just decay and they stink
You
and they
cut a
smell
piece of their
bad?
ass off and eat it.
You start with ass?
Yeah, they got some of that. That's where the
It's
fat's
mad
at.
fat.
Nah, son, start with the
Yeah, you
bicep
start
or
with
the
some
thigh.
thighs.
I go with that
All right, the
thigh.
thigh. That's a good idea.
Yeah. Now, would you eat it
Good
raw?
meat.
Oh, no, I'm eating up dessert. Oh, no, you gotta
Raw?
cook it.
You gotta cook it.
How you gonna cook it if you don't got fire or nothing? You gotta go raw meat.
Wait, where are we?
Yeah,
where
you
are
gotta
we
give me
right
the
now?
situation.
Like, where are we in this?
Nicaragua, this is right before dinner.
They can't rub sticks together? That's how they
Nah,
eat?
they ran out of sticks. That's how shitty it is. They got no more sticks left. And it's just dinner, and y'all got to eat a human being.
They use all the sticks to build rafts to float over here.
So,
Human sushi, man.
yo, you would do it?
Hell yeah.
Go raw?
No, you wouldn't. You can't eat raw human
Yeah.
and
Why
survive,
not?
son.
Why not? Why can't you eat it?
Bacteria, whatever the fuck else, it'll kill
Why
you.
is there bacteria in it?
You can't eat any
Fresh
raw
body.
meat and live. You can't eat raw
Yeah.
chicken and just be good.
I hate to break it to you, but there's an entire restaurant based on just that.
Which restaurant?
Sushi.
Yeah, that's fish.
Fish.
That's not.
What are you talking about?
Animals?
Tartar. You can have
Yeah,
beef tartar.
tartar with the H.
What do they
There's
put in tartar?
beef
just
tartar?
beef
That's
tartar.
it. It's
It's
just
a
beef.
cow. That's
just-
it. It's
yeah.
just
Cold,
chopped up,
uncooked beef.
raw.
Done.
You eat that shit.
Shrimp. Done. hey,
Dead ass.
That's
You
dead
cook.
ass.
You can't eat raw. I don't think beef. I know you can't
You
eat
eat
chicken.
raw beef. It's
Son,
called tartar.
You ever had a rare steak?
Yo, son, he's,
Rare
no,
still
son,
cooked.
he's Indian. He don't eat beef at all.
Oh,
Rare is still on the
no,
fire. though.
no. Ready? Tuna tartar is not cooked at all.
Fish
It's
is-
sushi
fish-
with beef.
Yeah, fish you can slide with.
No,
Humans
this is
ain't fish.
beef sushi.
Beef.
It's look it up. Tartar. Eden, will you show him because you don't believe
Steak
it?
tartar. You can get that like
I'm
any
cultured, man.
solid.
You know
good
it.
restaurant.
Son, I'm
Yeah,
Indian.
about it.
That's not my
Okay,
culture.
so you could eat that. You could probably listen. I
I
had
think veal.
veal. Look at that. Boom.
That's just red.
So you saying you can't do human tartar?
That's wild.
But they don't.
Hey,
that's
look up
see,
if
that's,
you can
that's a
eat-
lot of tartar. It's supposed to be like a little like appetizer dish.
Look
like,
up
you're
if
not
you
supposed
can
to
eat
the
raw
whole shit.
humans.
I mean, you must be able to.
Son, you gotta do
And
what
mind
gotta
you, if you're
do,
eating,
son.
you're. I'm assuming you're not having raw humans as like
What
your
the fuck
everyday
is
diet.
Hunab,
It's just
dog?
to survive.
Just to stay alive.
It's just stay alive for another day or two, so hopefully someone can save you. And then you
they-
go to the hospital and be like, "Yeah, get this human flesh that got me sick out
Wait,
of me."
did we ask this here already? Like, would you guys eat human if it's like on the menu at a?
No.
If you cook it right,
Yeah,
No, but uncooked. I'd eat if it was cooked, but uncooked human.
uncooked, but it's like on the menu in a different country as part of their shit.
Okay, so human tartar.
Human tartar,
That's a whole mental.
it's gotta be cooked.
willingly, and you're not gonna get sick.
I'll eat anything if you cook it right. Like I'll try it.
Nah, it's not cooked.
But in
Tartar.
Uncooked is a little wild for me. Cooked, I would gladly eat a piece of human being just to know what we taste like.
Yeah.
Oh, that's it? Not to just survive?
No, now
No,
we're
no,
just talking
just-
about as a delicacy. Like if
Yeah.
we went to
But
like,
if you're eating it, you gotta know it's like fresh dead person. Like that person was dead like yesterday.
yo, they just died.
You
That's
can't,
farm
like-
to table.
Yes.
Yo,
Natural causes.
That's crazy. Natural
Nah,
cause-
nah,
so
I
it's
want
an old
natural
dude? I don't
causes,
know
fam.
old
Oh, okay,
human.
okay.
Nah, I want that young gamey shit.
I want that
I want a motherfucker who's been in the gym doing pull-ups. I want prison meat.
One of the high
Give
school-
me right outside of prison.
Nah, one of the
son.
high school students who heart just stops and they die on a court.
Why they gotta be high school
So they're
kids?
young.
Because they're young.
All right, fine.
That's probably
Good
why there's all
point.
the school shootings.
That's what I was thinking about. Oh man, you just dodging bullets as you bite into this fucking human bone steak.
Okay.
God. What if that was like the answer to why all these school shootings are happening?
Yo,
like there's
are we
like
doing
serving
this
human
question joint?
remains as a delicacy or something.
Yo,
605.
Like, yo,
yes.
There's a new restaurant called Human Tartar.
Human tartar, simple as that. Boom. Okay, so
Got
right
this
now,
fresh
guys, we got a
1995
special.
Columbine.
We got a special thing that we're doing. Right now, the Patreon is live. The Patreon is asking questions. I hooked up with Bash when I was up in Montreal, and Bash had some great ideas about how to interact and create this interactive experience. So this Discord, the Discord right now, if y'all are listening to this, is already out, so it's too late for y'all. But the Discord is popping. And we're gonna hit the Discord and we're gonna live feed the questions, comments, etc. Talk about them and interact with you, motherfuckers. So this is something we're gonna add to the podcast if we like it and it goes well. So the pressure's on y'all.
Pressure's on, motherfuckers.
Okay,
Which one are we talking in?
Oh, this is tight.
the podcast one.
The podcast one?
Yeah.
Podcast.
Yeah, you're already in it. I just sent a message in there.
All it is your. This is all. So far, this is never gonna happen again, guys. I just want to let you
Son,
know.
these my people, son.
Why are you ducking Hezzy?
Why you
That's for
ducking?
Kaz.
I ain't ducking Hezzy,
No,
man. He's,
that's not on Kaz at all. Kaz is
Yeah.
ready to go.
I'm ready whenever y'all are. I'm just waiting, you know.
I'm waiting for Kaz to gain some baby weight, and then I'm gonna take him out there. That's what this is all about.
Also,
all right?
read who's saying the question.
Okay,
Macaulay
Shout out
Culkin.
to
that was banned, aka colon cancer.
Macaulay Culkin says, no voice? That's crazy. You already complaining. Why don't you maybe just be happy with the fact that we're trying to improve
Oh,
this
that's
thing?
what he was trying to
I
say?
thought so.
Oh, I didn't
All
get
right,
it.
let's see what else. When
Okay,
you using
Alex
it-
Media, when you're using a coat hanger to go baby fishing, are you right or left hand dominant? Yo, that's my Eurobeat. Go back up. The 5'11", 7 3/4. That's a funny ass thing.
I'd have to go lefty with it because I'm a righty. And it's like when you jerk off with your left hand and it don't feel like your own hand.
So we feel like it was
Yeah,
someone else
somebody
doing it.
else,
someone
That's
else.
a good
you,
one
You do
right
the
there.
offhand?
I
What?
never
You do
in
the
my life
offhand?
did
Every
the
once in a
offhand.
while.
Yeah,
Never fucked
sometimes.
with it.
If I'm feeling like you know.
Sauce Boss, who's unfunny as fuck, said, real talk, where are the damn tapes, Alex?
Yo, to be fair, Sauce Boss, when I was hanging out with Bash, apparently we clowned you in your comment about something. I forget what it was, but Bash came to your back and he was like, "Yo, man, he's actually funny. People in the Discord find him funny. So you gotta come with the heat next time, fam." Are y'all going to
That's
Australia for
testimonial.
Izzy's fight? And will you do
When is the
a
fight?
showy if he wins? Nah, you know what? We're gonna be in Australia like the week or 2 weeks before. We're not going to be there for the fight, though, because there's too much time to take off from all the podcasts and everything. So,
Oh my fuck.
oh, this was so funny. Kellogg's Raisin Bland. Alex got the 2 scoops. That's great.
Scoops Ahoy Ice Cream Parlor.
Where the Sweden tape? Yo, Al, where is the Sweden tape, son?
Lawyer never sent it over.
I thought you said you did have it. You just didn't know how to decode it.
Yeah, and he couldn't send it in a different way.
That little
So why
ass
don't we take
gun.
what we got and give it to some nerd to figure it out?
I can't find it now.
Yo, you fronting, bro.
I'm dead ass.
It's because it caught you crying?
No, they didn't.
They didn't have you crying in it?
Cass,
Did you cry in the testimony?
yeah.
Yeah, hell
Got to,
yeah.
bro.
Oh,
Throw yourself
I
at the-
cried.
throw yourself at the mercy of the court.
I cried when they said, "Yo, lock him up. He's going back."
Damn. I respect.
Kaz, they want to know what the baby name's going to be. If I were you, I would not tell them.
Hell no. Fuck y'all.
If I were you, I
Kaz
would.
finna respond in the message. You got to see a Kaz message pop up.
In there, goddamn like he has a half-pound pastrami in his ass, so you can give him that work on the court. Nah, you won't get that work, Kaz. But
Kaz, you
I'm ready to
deadbeat?
go.
there you go.
Yeah, I'm deadbeat. Yeah,
That's
yeah,
hilarious.
Here's a sports question.
All right, go. Who are your NFL Rookie of the Years? Who are you looking to for a comeback year? Akash?
Bro, I don't even remember who the fuck. The draft seems so long ago. Who
Oh
went number
man,
one? Who's
we
the
got
quarterback?
Kyler Murray,
No, I
Daniel
don't think-
Jones.
You know who I think might be Rookie of the Year? Dwayne Haskins.
Dwayne Haskins.
I don't even know who
The Redskins looked all right before Alex
Right.
Smith went down.
The
Man, That's a
Redskins
solid-
quarterback, I think people are going to be rooting for him because he fell a little bit in the draft.
Yes.
And I think the Redskins actually, they had a great first round with him and this other guy, I think Montez Sweat in the first round. But he's the Redskins quarterback. I think they have a solid team. They got AP. Now, the one thing that could really hurt him is their best offensive lineman has demanded a trade. I don't know if he's backed off of that. This was like a month or two ago. If he's gone,
It's tough
that's
for
a
them.
big loss. But if he's there and they got a decent line and they got a good defense, they might win some games.
Yo, can we talk about OBJ and what OBJ
I was about to get into that.
yes.
That was about to be my flagrant thought of the week.
Okay, go, Kaz.
My flagrant thought of the week by what's today? July 22nd.
Oh yeah, we're recording this
2019?
on Monday because Alex and I got to run up to Montreal this weekend.
Oh,
Maybe
I
we'll
thought
link
you
back
were
up with
gonna
Bash.
You thought he was going to.
I thought I was gonna talk. Yeah, I did the.
When is Tokyo?
Oh no, no.
It's fucked up how everybody knows exactly what that is, though. Anytime you say it sound. My flagrant thought is by June 22nd, 2020, Baker Mayfield's going to call Odell a bitch, and it's not going to work, and it's going to fall apart.
Yeah, this isn't gonna.
It's not going to work.
So Odell did an interview and he said he felt disrespected. Here's the quote: "I felt disrespected. Like after everything I've done for them, talking about the Giants. This is me being honest. This team has not been good for the last 6 years. I felt like I was the main reason at keeping that brand alive. They were still getting primetime games, still as a 5-11 team. Why? Because people want to see the show. You want to see me play." He also said he contemplated retirement. And he was really unhappy, and he hated watching the game he loved growing up so purely, be tainted in every way.
Whoa.
And he says now he's truly happy being with Cleveland.
We'll see.
And guys like that are never happy for long.
There you go.
Why do you say that?
It's the pattern I always see play out. A guy raises hell at whatever situation he's in, seems to get what he wants all the time, still isn't happy, gets traded or leaves, forces his way out, and then he's like, you know what? This is the place it's going to work. It's some Dwight Howard shit. He's better than Dwight Howard, but like it seems like the same thing. Every year you hear a story about Dwight Howard changed. He's figured it out.
Yeah.
He's a different guy. He owns his mistakes or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
He's always the same guy. Odell, I feel like is the same thing. He's just a
Yeah.
prima donna.
Yeah, man. Odell's like the textbook fucking diva wide receiver. And I love me some diva wide receivers. Like, I love it. You're the one who's like, oh, they'll never win Super Bowls, but I love them. Right?
Sure. They're most
But-
entertaining.
But fucking Odell, bro, like, you were on that team that went 5-11. You
made no difference.
You made no fucking difference, dog. Like, these are the New York Gi- You really think you're that special that the New York Giants would not be... The New York football Giants are irrelevant because of you? They won 2 Super Bowls in the past 10 years without you. They will be just fucking fine if
point.
they never went, if you were never there. I love the fucking catch. I love the one hand. He electrified the city when he was here. I thought he was fucking dope for the city. But you ain't win shit.
So he thinks that he's the reason why one of the biggest football teams in football is getting
One of the biggest
primetime.
brands in sports.
Yeah, he thinks he's the reason why they're getting primetime games. So not the 13 million people in the New York City area that listen.
They might have gotten one or two more because of Odell, because he's
Maybe.
exciting.
Maybe.
Right.
But now they got Saquon, and they're still going to get those games.
Right.
And you also never have seen a playoff win.
Also, it's New York. They're gonna get primetime games.
That's
the
what I'm
Knicks
thinking.
get primetime games.
It's
and
just
they've sucked
numbers.
4 years. Yeah.
You're going to get a certain amount of numbers because there's just going to be a certain amount of people watching. Simple as that. It's like Dallas Cowboys.
They'll get primetime games.
They're going to get
because they're
primetime
the
games,
most popular
right?
team in America.
And we're going to inflate certain players that aren't that good.
I'll tell you this. Let the Browns go 5-11. Them motherfuckers ain't gonna be on no primetime TV, dog. They ain't gonna get no motherfucking NBC or ESPN games, watching. Y'all will be on, was it Red Zone?
Here's a
What's the
couple-
NFL League Pass, whatever that shit's called? You'll be on that shit all
Here's
year.
a couple things that...
Why? What's that? What's Red Zone?
The Red Zone. It's like the NFL League Pass shit. Like, that's the only
that's
way
where they put the
motherfuckers
games
will
Sunday
see
ticket.
it. Yeah, Sunday
Yeah.
ticket. That's what it's
Yeah.
called.
Here's the things that might make it work. One, I think Baker will alpha him in a way that Eli won't. Eli doesn't seem as confrontational. Baker seems like he don't give a fuck, and he's the quarterback, and they're always going to try to appease Baker over OBJ.
And you think Baker will check OBJ?
I think Baker not going to take too much
Over
shit.
what?
Over whatever. I think Baker, I think he might at first, but at a certain point he's going to be like, nah, fuck that. Like, Baker's the type of guy who seems alpha to me.
Yep.
Like, I'm not taking bullshit. The other thing, Jarvis Landry could help keep him in check.
That's where I think it's
And
gonna
the
help.
other thing, maybe it could go one of two ways. It could make him hate the city, or he could be like J.R. Smith and be like, you know what? There's not nearly as many distractions in Cleveland. Let me just work. Let me not be such a fucking diva.
Yeah.
Cleveland's a blue-collar ass city.
Alex and I can tell you there are not many distractions at all in Cleveland.
shit's
I
still
mean,
out there,
very
bro.
few.
I
I
get
mean,
it.
we asked for the top 5 things to do there, and one of them was to check out the worst Walmart in the world. That was a legit suggestion by people.
Wait, seriously?
Son, the worst Walmart in the world is in Cleveland. Like, it has its own Instagram account because so many fucked up things allegedly happening.
When you get off the plane, they mention like things that happen in Cleveland, and they're like, Superman was born here. like a fictional character.
It's not even a real thing.
A fictional character.
That's what they have to brag about.
Shout out to Joe Kim. Joe Kim had one of the greatest.
Imagine you went to the
bro.
Middle East and they were like, "This is where Iron Man, the first movie, he was captured." And what? It was in this cave that he built the Iron Man suit.
Wherever the fuck he was at. God damn. Remember when Joe Kim was like, why would anybody want to go to Cleveland? Like, anybody go on Cleveland on vacation?
Yeah.
Nothing good about this city. And he was absolutely right.
Charles
I have a lot of
Barkley.
friends in Cleveland. It sucks.
Decades ago, Charles Barkley had an All-Star game in Cleveland, or Cleveland had an All-Star game. Charles Barkley was like, "We shouldn't do this here. Like, we just shouldn't. It's dangerous. There's nothing good about it. Like, we just shouldn't do this here."
He got a point. It's supposed to be fun. Like All-Star. I don't know why they're doing All-Star in what is it? Detroit this year? No, Chicago this year.
Chicago.
Even
Chicago gonna be
Chicago.
fun, but it's gonna be
Nah, it's
fucking
not because it's gonna be cold. So it's like
Are we
you
going?
have a say what?
Are we going?
Yo, maybe we'll see because it's like I went to All-Star in Toronto.
Oh, that was lit. And it was cold, but
It was
lit.
negative 40. It was too cold. It was too cold. Negative 40 is too fucking cold, right? It feels like you're drowning with oxygen. Like that panic
yeah.
that sets in when you're in the water where you're like, if I stay in this water, I could die. No one's knocking Toronto as a city. I love fucking Toronto.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is you have a choice where to put this game. And there are cities like Arizona that are literally, not Stevenson, but Tempe or Phoenix, that are literally perfect that time of year. What are we talking about? February? Is it February?
Yeah, February. Mid-February.
Perfect. I mean, like the weather is God-given in Arizona in the winter. You're walking outside. It's so fucking. You can't wait to be outside. They have tons of room, tons of land. You're not worried about traffic. None of this shit. Put the fucking thing there. You cannot do it in one of these places where you're gonna have horrible weather. Even Charlotte last year, the city wasn't built for it, and the weather sucked.
It sucked out there.
New
last
Orleans,
year.
great idea. Vegas, great idea. Dallas, great idea.
Yeah.
Houston would
would
be
be
so
live.
fucking cool.
All-Star game, the All-Star weekend and Super Bowl should be in like 8 cities max.
Miami, LA. LA gets a little crazy, but we did it. It was
Vegas.
fun.
And
Did
you
we
can-
do it?
You can do it in New York, because New York somehow everything is so close together.
Honestly, dog, I'm gonna be honest with you. Too cold. It's not worth it. It's not what. This is supposed to be a whole weekend of fun. Why are we forcing ourselves to like go through slush and mud?
But New York's
and-
a crapshoot sometimes though, because there was that one year it was in New York and the weather wasn't bad. It was actually it was a Super Bowl. When the Super Bowl was here, it had like the unseasonably warm weather. It was like
Luck.
60 degrees out. We got lucky. I'll
Luck.
take it. But the last time All-Star weekend was here, it was just fucking blizzards and slush and nasty and.
Here's the thing: when you
But
go
it's
out
New
during
York.
All-Star weekend, I don't care who you are. You're gonna be waiting online. You're gonna be waiting outside of
That's
venue.
true. That's true.
You want to do that in 85 degrees, no humidity.
We seen James Harden waiting in line.
That's it. Everybody waits. Everybody waits. So why don't you just do it in a city where it's okay to wait?
Yeah.
Bro, people were almost dying in Toronto when they were waiting to get into clubs. Negative 40, bro. They had to heat things outside. They were handing out soup. They were handing out fucking soup. They were handing out tea. There was like a whole section to keep you warm while they didn't let you in.
Oh my God.
Son, it's not.
And then you got to the door like, oh, you're not on the list. That'd be terrible.
Son,
What did you say about the club and hoes? I remember you posted a picture of some hoes outside of the club in Toronto.
Falling on
in
the
the
ground,
winter, and you
right?
said like this is the club is hoes tesseract. Like they'll always
need it. They
they'll
need it.
always be fine around the club. They never get called.
keeps them warm, dog.
I
They were
literally
so
remember you
close.
calling it their tesseract.
Yeah.
That was so fucking
Dude, a
funny.
red
hoes
velvet
never get
rope
cold, bro.
warms a bitch up so much, bro.
Man.
Just got to touch it real quick once, and then she's back to 97 degrees.
Cardi B said it, bro.
Hoes don't get cold,
Hoes
bro.
don't get cold, man.
It's facts,
That's
dude.
a Bible verse right there, bro.
100.
Oh, damn. Let's see what else here. Which goat will you be most okay if they rape you?
Jesus
Jordan?
Christ.
Yeah, this is the fucking
Brady.
This goat. Wow, you didn't even think, bro.
He seems the least vicious of the three.
Yo, is he really getting smoked for jumping off the cliff with his daughter, or was that fake?
I saw the video. I didn't know he was getting smoked for it. Why would he be getting smoked for
I
it?
don't know. Someone said there was like he was being criticized for jumping off the cliff.
He yanked the shit out of
He
his
did,
daughter.
Jaeger. He was like, "Yo, we out." Like,
That's what a father's supposed to do, son. You scared? Let's go. I don't have time for this shit.
It was a long cliff though. Like
yeah, it was a big
Yeah.
jump. Like she could have not made it. Like if he didn't jump with her, look at the video. If he didn't pull her, she's gonna hit the rocks at the bottom.
All right, well, let's see what it's like when he doesn't ask for consent.
Let's see.
Oh my God, I'm pulling up the video right now.
Let's say give it 10 minutes.
20.
Most abortions per sport.
Oh, hold
Alex.
up. Hold up.
What?
Go to the Discord real quick. I just seen a GIF in here that I gotta.
Hold on.
Is this what I think it is?
Hold on a second.
Is that spelling what I think it is?
What is
Yo,
it?
go to the Discord.
Hold
Go
on,
to the
hold on,
Discord.
hold on. I just want to see him almost kill his daughter. Hold on.
Oh, she young, huh? She's 6 years old.
Bro, she got a pamper on.
Oh gosh. Well, that's good parenting, man. You gotta teach them while they're young.
All right.
Oh
Yo,
shit.
Cause
Oh!
she hezzy, bro, and he could, bruh.
That's a good life lesson, bro.
Yeah, that one's close. All right, go to the Discord. What's up?
Nah, just this. Under Alex fan club. Whoever said I'm here to see
Says at the
Alex the
bottom?
goat.
It's so many fucking comments
Yeah,
now.
Jesus Christ. God
We in
damn.
there.
Yeah.
All right.
What time was that?
Man, it was at 6:17. Scroll up. I just bam. What is that? What is that? What is that? I was looking at the GIF. I'm like, what is that spelling? And I'm like, give me a fucking break.
I'm here for the Alex the Goat.
Maybe it's spelling Nigeria.
There's no A's in there. God damn it.
3744. What is the number about?
Nah. So
How many?
yeah,
How many of them
like-
they got? You got 2 of those, Alex Fan Club.
Jesus Christ.
Wait, those are what? What are the numbers?
They're like emojis. So how many times someone has sent? an
Yeah,
emoji on
they're like made emojis.
So they have an N-word emoji?
Son,
They have emoji of you.
Yeah, they got emojis of all of us in there.
They have Shaq West you. Like you.
What's Sheck West?
Yeah, when you have a shirt off.
yeah, you
Oh,
ever
you're a bitch. That's hilarious.
when you started when you took your pants off? It's the Check West.
You threw water on yourself.
Yo, these motherfuckers are wild, dude.
You're really letting him get this stupid. Okay, where's the questions at? Oh, here comes Berna.
Yo,
Berna's a psychopath, dog. God damn.
Bash
I
even
fuck
told me
with
that.
that crazy motherfucker though.
Son, he hated me for the longest. Then all of a sudden he said he liked me and he started hating you.
Yeah, that's facts.
And apparently y'all about to fight. What happened with
yeah, I
that?
was about to beat his ass one day, though. He said something I forgot what he said.
Oh, this is a good one.
If he had to choose between a women's football, soccer, or basketball game, would you go to?
This is from Duke.
They intentionally left out volleyball.
I mean, I like women's basketball, so I guess that's the answer. But I guess they want y'all to answer more than I do.
Fuck me, man. Oh
So
my god.
definitely not
What
watching
is
women's football.
women's football's lingerie league? I'll do that. Done.
NFL
Yeah, because they're not playing football. There's no football league where they're playing in full pads.
greatest slant to play in the NBA. My boss is Jay Lynn.
Wow, that's
Holy
wild.
Shit.
That's wild. Wow.
Oh, what is wrong with y'all motherfuckers? God damn.
Dude.
Oh shit.
That's hilarious.
I was thinking of like wide
That's
receiver.
hilarious diss for what is that? Just a what's it called? Word for Asians?
Slur.
Slur? Yeah.
Yeah. I've heard that.
Anthony Buck 21. There you go.
All right, give us a real topic to talk about. Gosh, we can't.
Y'all can't be
just-
trusted, man.
nuts.
Oh, John Jones.
Alex, let the streets know what Wheezy's discharge tastes like. We know you. We're gonna hop out the Discord.
All right.
That's the last time we jumped.
Yeah, you guys.
Psychopath.
Y'all crazy.
Jesus
All right,
Christ.
all right. So the John Jones joint. This is interesting. Do y'all believe the story or not?
I wanna, cause I fucks with Izzy and he taking shots at Izzy, so let's go. You know what I mean? Get this rapist out of here.
Just stay home, my G. Stay
You don't believe it?
home. Stay home.
So what is it? It's a cocktail waitress at a strip club, right? Is saying that he pulled her down to his lap, kissed her neck, according to
Slapped
criminals.
her genital area, which is a very funny place to slap.
Just like just a little pep. But
and then also put her in a chokehold.
the chokehold could be sarcastic.
It had
If,
to be.
if
I'm like,
John,
it's John
Jones,
my
is
G.
putting you in a chokehold, you're not going to be writing about it. You're going to be choked.
And think about it. He's tall. He probably just put his arm around her, and his arm around her shoulder, probably close to her
Son,
neck.
if you
She
John
could-
Jones,
Yeah.
have some self-awareness and don't pretend to chokehold a bitch. Nicky Barnes can't think it's funny to pull a gun out on somebody back in the day and everybody, it's like a practical joke.
I think what
John
Jones
Gotti
is-
can't pretend to kill people.
Yeah,
Like,
but
Yeah,
it sounds
it's
like this girl is exaggerating.
Put it this way. If it's me, you, anybody else, and we pull a gun out on somebody back in the day, and everybody, it's like a practical joke.
Yeah,
Put it this way. If it's me, you, anybody else, and we pull a gun out on somebody back in the day, and everybody, it's like a practical joke. that's in that strip club and does that exact same thing to that girl is not a story.
Yeah.
But when it's John Jones, is a come up. I mean, if you're a girl working at a strip club, you trying to hustle, right? You trying to hustle these dudes. And to be honest, he probably wasn't tipping good. That's really what he failed at. If you were tipping this girl just fine, she's gonna put up with a pussy slap. She's gonna put up with a headlock. She's gonna put up with all this shit.
Things have happened to her.
Facts. I bet every guy that goes in there is putting his arm around her uncomfortably, is having her sit in her lap, etc. But if he didn't tip, if he tipped her appropriately or more than what he should have, this is not even a story. This is a thank you so much, please come back, John. But the fact that he was cheap, and I bet you he was fucking cheap, simple as that.
I can believe that.
Hey,
They gotta up that UFC pay, bro. That's
she
a
gonna
star.
get that money. She gonna get that money one way or another. That's really what it comes down to. Whether a lawsuit or you tip her. So you might as well just tip her. Lawsuit just hurts you.
Man, let me tell you something. If you're any one of these guys, just listen to the Sylvia Sage interview and understand there's a better way to go about your business.
1,200.
The strip club is not worth it. No good is coming out of the strip club.
Yeah.
Go fuck a porn star for $1,200.
Every athlete I know, even especially an athlete that caliber, you bring the party to you. Stop going to these places where there's nothing but trouble waiting for
Albuquerque.
you. In Albuquerque, New Mexico. Do you really need to go out in Albuquerque, New Mexico? All you gotta do is be like, hey, John Jones is having some bitches over. We going.
One phone call.
That's all you need, bro.
It's to the strip club. You could tell the strip club, hey, shut down tonight. I want to have the party at my house. And they will bring them.
Lesser athletes have shut the club down or have just had bitches over there. Maybe I get it. You probably don't want people snooping around the house. Put the jewelry somewhere. Put
Rent
it in
a
a
fucking
room.
hotel room.
Do an Airbnb. Some shit.
So easy.
Like, stop. Especially you, John Jones. It's already hot out here for you. Like, all the time. Like, Mr. Can't get right.
Yeah.
After every single fight, it's always something. It's always something. You could be the fucking LeBron of fighting if you just chill the fuck out.
But he can't.
And he can't help
He
himself,
can't
dog.
stay away from it.
It's
Probably can't
insane.
think clearly because he's on too many steroids.
Yeah, that
Nah,
ping, dog.
He's off the steroids. That's why he's struggling his last fight.
Yeah,
That's what
yeah.
some people saying.
Yeah, he doesn't look too. I mean, everybody starts to slow down after a while. But
How old
yeah.
is he?
Got to be 30. He's not that old.
Yeah, he's really not that old. He should be
he's-
fine.
yeah.
When do UFC fighters typically start to?
32.
Bro, they
32.
fight till they're like 40 effectively.
Yeah.
Really?
Like,
Like,
Randy
you take-
Couture fought, so he was like
Because they take
40
less
something.
punishment. It's one shot down,
Right.
opposed to boxing, which is just repetitive. That's what really kills you. But get it together, John. Like, what the fuck?
It's so fucking sad, dog. Like, and the fucked up shit about it is, and I mean, I guess it's good for Izzy too.
Yeah.
The fucked up shit about it is like the UFC itself would have gotten bigger as he gotten bigger. Kind of like as big as Conor got, bigger the UFC got.
Yeah.
As big as Ronda got, big as the UFC got. You can't get bigger with John Jones because he keeps fucking up.
Yeah. You
He
can't,
keeps
you
fucking
can't
up.
put the money behind him. And I don't understand why they do. You would think that you would think, okay, let's break it down. Let's say that you blackball him from the UFC, right? Then he goes to one or Bellator or one of these other promotions, right? And they'll scoop him up. And all of a sudden, they have the best UFC fighter in the world.
Of course.
So if you don't keep him, he legitimizes your competition. So you actually have to keep him and have to keep letting him fight, or the other organizations can usurp you.
And the fucked up part
Yeah.
about it is, I think John Jones knows that.
Of course he does. That's
like,
why
what are
he's
you gonna
slapping
do,
waitresses
cut me?
pussies in Albuquerque. He's like, what y'all really gonna do for me? I could go to one. I could go to Bellator. Bellator and one are already on the come up.
I can go to the WWE
Fam,
and get hundreds of millions of dollars.
I got a question. Can he?
Yeah. And Vince,
Even with the
would-
past, even with his past
Vince
in
would
a
want that more.
heartbeat. He signed Mike Tyson at peak crazy Tyson to referee the Shawn Michaels Austin fight at WrestleMania 13 or 14.
so he would make him a heel?
He wants publicity, however he gets it.
famous. He's famous. He doesn't give a fuck. He's famous. Whoever's gonna put asses in the seats. That's who. Of course, if John Jones said it, I want to go wrestle for WWE. Vince will be at his door tomorrow.
And now what would you do with him storyline wise?
Do the same thing you do with Brock.
Which was?
Brock shows up, doesn't say a word. He has a guy named Paul Heyman who does all his talking for him. Comes in, beats the shit out of somebody, wins the title, and leaves. Yeah, I don't think Brock said more than 10 words in the past 5 years. He's got a guy who just comes and talks for him. He just bounces around, looks imposing as fuck, and he fights maybe 6 or 7 times a year. And right now he's a champ again. the Universal Champion again, and it's like, and he's a mega star for WWE, and I love Brock. He ain't nowhere as good as a fighter as John Jones is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And mind you, they just did one. We just did 1 year with Ronda on the roster, right? And Ronda was, you know, she already. We seen her lose already. We seen her get her ass kicked. She came to WWE. Nobody gave a fuck. She was a rock star in the WWE. Every single time she was main eventing shows. Woman never main evented WrestleMania. Never main
But I
evented
thought
any
that
shows.
the big WrestleMania chick is that English girl,
Becky Lynch. Yeah. That's what they, because they knew they only had Ronda for a limited time because she wanted to go and
two fighters to make it really interesting. You
Exactly.
can't just have one great fighter.
Yo,
you got to build somebody
what's the
up.
average contract? Like, how much do WWE fighters get paid?
I couldn't tell you, but I know Brock's.
Like,
Brock
is
probably
it
makes
better?
well.
I would think you don't get hurt. You don't get hurt as much in WWE. Like, if
You
can
probably
make
get
money
more hurt
there.
in WWE, but
Word?
if you're a big star, you're making that much money, you're not wrestling as much. You know what I'm saying? You're an attract. Like Brock's an attraction. He just shows up, stands around, throws somebody. It's like, oh shit, I got to see Brock Lesnar throw somebody in his head.
million
Yes.
So that's what
per
I'm saying, like,
appearance.
Not per appearance, but it kind of is because he's not. So here's the thing: the way it works out, like, is you got non-televised shows, you got Raw, you got SmackDown, you got all that shit. Brock ain't doing none of that shit.
Right.
He just shows up to the big shows. Like, he just shows up to the
Right.
pay-per-views. He shows up to the.
But I would think every big UFC fighter just goes WWE.
I mean,
you're
it's
not
starting to
getting hurt.
happen. Cain Velasquez, he's fighting his first wrestling match for this Mexican promotion. I think like in a month or two. Called AAA. It's like the Mexican WWE or whatever.
Right.
And, you know, Cain Velasquez whipped Brock's ass, whipped a lot of
Yeah.
people's ass. So, like, you know, a lot of people see the money Brock gets and know that he's a megastar, and they're just like, shit, I'm better than this guy. Like, I got a bigger name than this guy. Why don't I go and do that? So,
Right.
people are starting to see, you know, like, there's a light at the end of the tunnel after UFC, after, like, actual fighting.
Huh.
Then you can make real money.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm curious what a WWE fighter makes per bout.
I know a couple, but, like, it's...
What does Dwayne Rock Johnson make
Oh.
when he
You can't-
comes
you
in and
can't
just
pay him.
pops in?
You can't even pay him. You can't even pay him. He does that shit because he loves to do it, because he feels like he's giving back.
Oh,
You can't even pay him to
so
do
it's
that
like
shit
a
no more.
check he might give it to charity or some
I
shit.
mean, yeah, he's like the biggest star ever to come out of wrestling,
Yeah.
and that includes Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, by far.
Undeniably
Batista's
so.
getting there. Cena's getting there. John Cena's getting there.
John Cena just never had the film success.
Yeah. Yeah,
Rock
but he-
has never had a movie flop. I don't think. Maybe that changed recently.
Yeah.
But up until like 3
No,
years
he
ago,
had a
I heard-
nice run.
His rebrand. I know he had like some shitty movies like the Tooth Fairy. And
but
shit when
they
he was
made
still, like,
money.
skinny.
They all made money.
made money. But when he came, like his rebrand, when he was like, he came back like brolic again and started doing like Fast and the Furious and like Pain and Gain and like all those shits. Like that's when he became like the shit.
Right.
You know, but
So according to Tron.com, it says that an average WWE wrestler makes around $500,000 a year.
it's average.
Yeah,
That's-
but then you got
that's
guys
solid.
like Brock. Who
They
make
working
around
every week though.
6.5.
Think about
That's not crazy money.
That's
They're
not
working
crazy money,
every
and
week.
that's average too. Like top guys will make way more.
That's
than that.
10. Think about this. Let's think about this. That's 10 grand a week. That's a full-time job. Mm-hmm. Right? How many shows do they have a year? 52? Or do you take a week off?
No, they got 100 because they got
they're,
two.
They're on the road at least.
Sorry, how many weeks a year is there any time off at all?
Oh
Is there
no,
a season?
there's no off season.
Okay, so let's say it's
week.
52 weeks.
Christmas and Thanksgiving. They're off, I assume.
No.
Wow.
If there's a show on Christmas and Thanksgiving, they'll either tape a show a week before then
And then do it.
or they'll have
Okay,
the show the day
so
after.
let's you're making 10 grand a week. Now, sounds like an amazing amount of money. Don't get me wrong, but it's different for the amount of fame that they have. To put shit in perspective, there are people that make that, doing one show.
Yeah.
And you're not putting your body on the line like you would a wrestler. A wrestler is
100%.
putting his body on the line 50 weeks a year, no time to recover. Like a fighter takes punishment probably more than the average wrestler, but Floyd and Mayweather fighting twice a year.
Bro, think
Yeah.
about that. Like, get slammed into a table
Yeah.
every week. Does that happen every week with those guys?
Some, yeah.
But you got to think they're not fighting every week though. There's
Some
mad
are.
wrestlers.
Yeah,
They fight
there's-
maybe once a month or twice a month.
So what's the rotation?
So I mean, like if you're a top dude, right? Like you're getting more money.
Give me the top guy now.
Probably Seth Rollins, right?
So how often will Seth Rollins fight?
He's the main event every. Roman Reigns, the guy who just beat cancer. He's
Okay.
probably a bigger star than him. He's the main event every night.
Every week.
Every week, yeah.
So how many
Fighting
times
every
will he
week?
fight a week?
Televised once, maybe at least twice a week, 2 to 3 times a week.
Oh,
He's
really?
wrestling.
Son,
I thought they were only fighting
Like
I
once
thought
a
the
month or
big
some shit?
names, yeah, were
Nah.
just fighting once a
Because
month.
they got those non-televised shows, like those house shows, those local events, like where they go like to Madison Square Garden. That's not even on TV, but they're selling the thing out and they're gonna go wrestle.
Oh shit!
You
I
know,
didn't
so
know that
like
happened.
they do that.
hold
that's
on.
not even on
And
TV.
that's outside of WWE, but
no,
where's
it's
part of it?
WWE. It's just not on TV. It's just not on USA Network or Fox or wherever it's gonna be at.
So holy shit! I didn't
didn't
realize
even
how
know
big
that
wrestling was. So you're saying that wrestling has Monday Night Raw,
Monday Night Raw, SmackDown Live on Tuesdays.
Tuesday SmackDown.
Wednesday you go home. Thursday you chill out. Friday and Saturday you usually have those live events. So to be like, oh, WWE's in
So
town.
let me
yada,
let me
yada,
back
yada.
up. Monday Night Raw and then SmackDown
Yeah.
are the shows that happen for everyone in the world to watch.
Televised.
Yes, yeah, televised shows.
Friday and Saturday, the WWE also does satellite shows around the world and then sends some of their talent there. These shows have independent storylines that don't come
There's no
back.
storyline. They
It's
just
just
go in
wrestling.
and watch them wrestle. Yeah. They might have like 1 or 2 people come and say a few things, but it's not like a full produced TV show.
That life sucks.
The travels, ooh. That was the first thing that was like, this is great, but like this travel will kill me.
I'd rather be an NFL vet making a minimum of $1 million a year and getting possible CTE than a wrestler.
Really?
Wrestlers getting that shit too, bro.
Not as much.
Son,
Are they
and
They're
look
getting that.
Really?
Yeah, Chris Benoit had that.
That's
joint.
what I'm saying. He killed his whole family.
Yeah, but wasn't that the roids?
I mean,
though?
that's the most extreme case, but I
Yeah.
mean, like, you know, they're definitely.
But I thought it's like
to be
fake punches
fair,
is like
to be fair, they're doing a lot more to, you know, combat. Like back in the day, like we would watch like Attitude Era stuff.
Yeah.
Like motherfuckers used to take like chair shots to the head unprotected.
Dog, this wrestler Mankind, when I watched, like
Yeah,
his
Mick
whole
Foley.
thing was about getting fucked up.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's all he did was get fucked up.
You've all seen him, the motherfucker get tossed off the cage by Undertaker. Like we've all seen it. Oh my god, they
Yeah.
killed him. Jim Ross, like that was his shit. Like and that was light for him.
He had a
Not light, but,
daughter,
you know.
son.
Daughter fine too. Shout out to Noelle, she's cool shit.
you
Yeah,
gotta chill out.
No, she's fine, bro.
Chill out.
I mean, you're right. You're right. I'm not. She's a good-looking girl. I'm not. You know, but yeah,
I'm like, come on, guy.
But that's his girl. That's his.
she cool as shit too, man.
Shit, I put her through a table.
Dildo on her face?
Oh hell.
Wow, I did not see that. Nah, but she's cool. I know her like boyfriend / almost fiance and shit. Like,
Oh, she cute.
I used to work with her brother. Her brother used to work on a creative too, Dewey.
I remember
Mick Foley
reading
still
his
alive?
book.
Yeah, alive and well.
He does stand up.
Word?
All these wrestlers, when they can't wrestle anymore, they start doing these like pseudo stand up shows where they
One-man
like
shows.
yeah, they like talk stories about the business and like it's basically an excuse for their fans
It's
to
like
be in the
Comic-Con.
same room
That's
as
exactly
them,
what it
right?
is,
So it's
yeah.
their own personal version of that, but they need to still tell these stories.
Yeah.
And the audience loves it because they're like, "Oh shit, you're talking about John Cena and that thing that happened behind the scenes." Da, da, da. But it's not really stand up,
Yeah.
so to say.
It's fan conventions.
Yes.
That's what I did in Vegas for the thing a few weeks ago, and for StarCast, whatever. They have like all these older wrestlers come by, and you know they're fans. They grew up watching them. They just want to sign some autographs, and they make good money doing it, and they don't gotta.
How
put
many of
themselves
these
through tables all the
satellite
time.
shows will they have on a Friday or Saturday a week that
A
are
week?
not taped?
One. Like
So
they'll
it'll
have
just
like
be
one
another
show.
one.
Yeah, like they'll send like one roster to one. So they have like 2 different rosters. They have the Raw roster and the SmackDown roster.
Yeah.
The Raw roster usually be out on a Friday. The SmackDown roster be out on a Saturday or Sunday if there's no pay-per-view. So the pay-per-views happen once a month, which is like the big, you know, Royal
Bro,
Rumble.
this is
Money
a
in the Bank,
cash
all that.
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
cow.
It's. I didn't like until I was in there. I didn't realize how deep it was. Like that shit.
I didn't know about I didn't know about private shows, but I knew Vince is working these motherfuckers.
So are you guys familiar with the comedy special by Hannah Gadsby? Nanette?
yeah.
You're obviously familiar. Akash and I have spoken this about. You guys familiar at all? Some of you watching might know.
Okay.
So there was a critically acclaimed comedy special by this lesbian from Tasmania, right, which is a little island country off of, she looks like me.
Oh, these are the women you were
Oh,
talking about.
okay.
yesterday.
Yeah. I've seen her.
this
yeah.
Drew Carey, son.
Yeah. So The special comes out, and the special is Akaash. You probably know more about it than I do.
I tried to watch it and I tried to have an open mind, but I just couldn't fuck with it.
Did you get through it at all?
I
We
didn't
talked about
finish.
this on
I
the
got
episode before.
Yes.
I got about
Okay.
2/3, 3/4 the way through it, and then I was like, nah, I'm just not. I can't anymore.
And I want to keep this very clear. The only reason we're talking about this is because it's family and it's on a Patreon. It stays here. I don't really like talking about comics in general. You know what I mean? Ape shall not kill ape. We just talked about that on the last podcast. I just heard a very interesting. The only reason I'm coming out is because Hannah Gadsby has been very vocal about comics. Hannah Gadsby in her special called out, Louis, called out Jim Jeffries, called out other people. She's called them out in interviews. She said she was supposed to retire after her special because she said that
Bullshit. Boy, it's infuriating. to
well,
watch.
yeah. So she said in the special, correct me if I'm wrong, Akaash, but it was something to the extent of, comedy I can't do anymore because it just hurts me. It's
Something like that.
Yeah, I forget exactly. And then the special blew up, and she was like, "Well, I'll take some more shows." and she said the reason why she's still doing comedy, she's like, as long as Louis C.K. is still performing, my work isn't done. Whatever. Okay. So in the special, she starts out the regular special, and then it converts about halfway through. She talks about a physical assault that she went through, a hate crime. A guy thought that she was hitting on his girlfriend and then beat her up. And then I guess found out that she's gay because she looks just like a guy. It's shockingly simple.
That's what I'm saying. It ain't a hate crime.
Oh man.
Totally.
I'm not. Can I say this? I'm not beating you up because I think I hate you for being gay. I'm
Right.
beating you up because I think you're trying to fuck my
You're
girl.
a dude. Yeah.
And that's let's go.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
sometimes you got to beat a dude up. Yeah,
Yeah, you know what I
Nobody's
mean?
knocking. Now, granted, right? So she tells this story, and then she tells a story later about how she was gang raped, right? In the thing.
I
Now,
didn't make it to that. I wouldn't believe.
yeah, I didn't make it to that either. So I was giving all these opinions about the special. Matter of fact, I was actually saying it wasn't that bad. In the beginning, but when she was doing these innocent jokes about food.
I didn't mind
and
the beginning.
shit like that.
The beginning was fine.
Yeah,
Cute,
it was
funny
fine. It was cute.
jokes, yeah.
yeah. So she goes on and tells a story. Now, she's been. I can't. I got to keep this nameless. Obviously, the person I spoke to about this, but
Reliable.
reliable source. And again, it's hypothetical. And the only reason I talk about this on the Patreon is because if not, so much fucking backlash could come from this. Because there's no real proof for anything. But Hannah Gadsby has had no problem saying people's names her whole, now that she's famous, calling out all the Jimmies of late night as if there's something wrong with all these men that are hosting the late night shows. Nobody even watches late night. They all suck, but it doesn't matter, right? It's so she's calling all this out. And it dawned on this person who I was talking to. He goes, why don't we know the person that assaulted her? I go, what do you mean? He goes, well, why don't we know his name? It happened in this small town, like she said in the special, where everybody knows each other. There should be a police report for it, right? I mean, this is not a sexual assault. We're not talking about the gang rape. We're talking about the hate crime. You report that. I understand if you don't report rapes, right? Because there's some shame, there's some guilt associated it. But a hate crime where you get beat up by somebody, just a physical violent assault?
That's a federal crime.
Of course it is. Yeah, of course it is. Federal. But you go, and this happened in Tasmania, but you just report that to the police, right? So there should be proof that this happened, right? There should be some kind of record that happened. I go, what are you saying? He goes, it never happened. She made that shit up. And I go, what do you mean? She goes, listen, we're comics. It's a joke. It's a story. Sometimes stories get away from us a little bit. All of us have stories in our acts that didn't happen exactly that way.
Yeah.
We kind of build it a little bit and lean into the funny of it a little bit. In this case, maybe not leading into the funny of it, but it'd be fascinating to find out that this woman who went full social justice warrior, full all this other shit, has a lie about this assault in her act. Now, there's also part of me that's well, if the rape thing happened and it's real, it doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah.
But it is an interesting thing that I could only talk about with you guys here.
It's weird because
I believe the rape even less, to be honest with you.
Jesus Christ.
it's weird because
None of you thought that. I'm the one that thought. I'm the only one that thought.
A gang rape? Nah, I'm not gonna.
Like,
I'm leaving you out.
Yeah, bro, you
Like-
really going for it today, Akaash.
like 6 dudes were like, "Hey, you know, it would be fun."
To fuck that guy. If you gang rape, are you
That's why
gay?
my boy for not hearing me out, bro. Even though you shook with the left
But does that
hand.
make you gay? I was drinking water, son. We just slapped 5 on a rape joke. How much more do you need? I didn't give you the right hand for it. So, anyway, whatever. So the point is we got something wild going on here. It's insane. But the point is, I mean, what is your thought on that? Akaash is like,
I
your thought,
think
bro?
I just told you my thought.
no, outside of that, but like, does that discredit? Does
Yes.
it not?
I feel like a lot of people are totally okay with making shit up if they think it benefits their greater good. And a lot of that shit's coming out lately.
That's a valid
You
point.
know what I mean? Like a lot of people
And
are like,
is
so
that
what if it's a
wrong?
little made up? Is it wrong? Because
Is that wrong?
it
To
go-
me,
Go.
fraudulence for me is a huge thing. Like,
Right.
I don't fuck with fraudulent. Now, I'm not saying I'm completely authentic and I'm not phony about anything at all. That's hypocritical. But,
Right.
like, if you put yourself on the pedestal of I'm the most virtuous, I point out flaws in all these people, and I make up some shit like that to garner sympathy, and then I take all the accolades that come with it. She's making millions of dollars. She's not donating all of it to charity and rape victims and hate crime victims. So if it can't be just for the greater good, then I got a big problem with it.
It is interesting.
But I again personally dislike fraudulence more than most. I think.
Right. No, it is. Yeah, it is. It's just an interesting thing because it goes back to what we were talking about on the regular episode about like when you feel like you're at war, anything is
Anything
acceptable.
goes.
Valid fucking callback. Yeah.
Especially a little lie about a story that would push a narrative. Because here's the reality, right? Hate crimes towards gays happen all the time.
Yeah.
So nobody would discredit it, right?
I wouldn't not believe
I
it.
would not believe it in a fucking heartbeat.
No.
What?
Juicy Smollett.
Jussie.
Juicy?
Why you call it juicy?
Why you call that man juicy, bro?
Chappelle called him that. Yeah.
So Jussie
You seen that
Smollett
Rick Ross
lied?
tweet?
Son, he got away with it. I mean,
he
she
got
got
away
away
with
with it. She convinced people that a group of guys would want to rape her.
No, that's a different one. That we believe.
No. I mean, I give it up to this bitch.
No, I'm not. The rape happened.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm just putting my logic cap on for a second.
Okay, so here's so here's the thing.
Everybody thinking it.
Here's the thing. So we'll back up. So, Alex, you crazy. So
Hey,
here's
you're my guy, dog.
Here's the thing. I don't know the extent of the rape story, and maybe there is proof of that. Maybe those guys went to jail or some shit. I'm not sure.
Can we just hypothetically? let's
brought it up.
Hypothetically, the
Yeah.
5 of us are going out, and I'm like, and we see Hannah Gadsby, and I'm like, hey, let's take down that girl right there. Like, even if we were into this heinous act, if I suggested,
Yeah, please.
No,
What are you trying to
let him learn
convince
the
me?
hard way, bro. He gotta learn the hard way. You gotta let him learn the hard way, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. He gonna have to learn the hard way, bro.
Yeah,
Yo,
man.
you don't want to
learn
bunch
the hard way.
bald-headed bitches with picket signs outside your shows.
Akaash
I
gonna have
can't
to
hate crime
learn.
them. They could beat me up.
Akaash got nothing to lose yet.
Jesus Christ.
But you gonna have something. You
Wild boy, bro.
You gonna have to.
All right, y'all
We'll
give me
pull
the
back,
blowback
we'll
pitches. All right, you push me back off the fucking plate.
Listen,
We already
you was
made the
going
bit.
there,
We already
bro.
made it.
Yeah,
you're
that's
just
what
harping
Going
on
there,
that.
man. I was like, yo, we're
You
here.
just like we'd already made that exact joke, and now you're like, let's live the joke. Let us paint the picture of it in
He was gonna
vivid
put a-
colors.
He was gonna put a scenario with all of us included.
Yeah,
He's like,
we
y'all
did it.
all
That
go
was
down.
rapist, right?
What if we're all just like, yeah, let's go? I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with this
Do
guy?
I look like I fuck dudes?
Yeah. Oh my god.
Maybe I was wilding.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Maybe I was
Just a little bit, bro.
I can't wait till
Little bit.
Akaash gets something he's worried to lose about.
Tell you, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen soon too.
I can't because we gonna see. You better keep the same energy, bro.
Man.
It's the Patreon.
You better keep this same energy, fam. You better keep it.
Learn to pump fake, man. You don't gotta shoot every time. Just give me one of these. Just one of those. You don't gotta just throw it out there. Just be a threat from back here.
It's gonna be mad funny because Akaash is gonna get a show or something like that. You're gonna have a big gig, and then me and Kaz and Alex, and then are gonna be leaning in on the Flagrant thing. Guys, well, why do we have to talk about these things? We haven't talked about sports all day. Should we get back to some sports or something like that?
When they recast Fresh Off the Boat starring Akaash on ABC, getting 1 million episodes. Like, guys.
God, you wildin'. If I was getting 1 million episodes, I'd quit the fuck out this podcast.
We know. We know. So you ain't gonna get us canceled before you cancel.
Oh man, oh god damn. You gotta look out for that dude Kumail from the Eternals. What's his name? The dude in the Stuber movie.
Oh yeah, he blowing up.
Is he in Marvel?
Yeah, you know he gonna get a spinoff. And you know they're gonna need some casting. You want that Marvel bread. When they start casting for some famous brown folks.
So he's the new Brown, huh?
Yeah, I think he's out there.
I mean, he
had one movie I really liked. I forgot what it was
He
called.
had that movie that he wrote, The Big Sick.
Big Sick. Yeah, that was a good movie.
With.
Yeah.
That was good.
And now he's he got Jack too. Like he's doing this fucking superhero movie and shit.
I mean, he got it. He A-list now.
With
Like,
Paperboy. Paperboy's in it too.
Who's Paperboy?
You don't watch Atlanta?
Atlanta. The rapper, Paperboy. He's actually fucking
He's
great as an actor. He's
super
great.
talented.
The fat guy.
Yeah.
Fat guys.
Yeah, he's in the movies. Salma Hayek, Angelina Jolie, the white boy from Game of Thrones. I know that really.
Which one?
I really narrowed it down.
Which one?
Richard something. I forgot.
Yo,
his name.
someone told me one of the Game of Thrones dudes, Rob Stark. Yeah, Rob Stark.
Yeah. Sure.
The guy who died at the Red Wedding.
Okay.
Is that Rob Stark?
Yes.
Rob Stark. Someone told me he's gay.
Yeah, I think that was on the podcast, right?
We talk about this on the podcast?
I thought so.
Someone told me he's gay, but he's not coming out until he does James Bond because they want to give him Bond.
Yeah.
I respect. Nah, well.
We talked about that on the podcast.
They already
we talked
found
about
Bond,
the black
no?
female Bond.
They already got a Bond.
Nah, we must have talked about that after.
Probably.
No, it's the black female Bond. There's a black woman playing Bond.
Yeah, I was about to say they already got Bond, so I'm like,
But the next one, they're gonna give her one movie, and then the next one is gonna.
Oh,
be
you thought
about
they were
her.
going to give that black bitch Bond, bro?
No,
wait,
it's
so
just
she's
me.
not. So she's only got one movie.
I'm not saying I wasn't worse, but it ain't just me.
So she's only got one movie.
I get I was worse, but come on, son.
I know that was hard, son. Come on.
Why is that hard? Bro, the alliteration is so great.
It
Black
is.
bitch is so
great.
good.
It's really good.
White bitch is fine, but it doesn't hit the same. Black
white bitch feels good.
Yeah.
It feels good.
feels good.
Now, white
white
bitch
bitch.
feels good in your soul, but black bitch
Yeah.
sounds funnier. Bubba.
Yeah, big black bitch.
It does feel good to my soul.
Triple it
Like,
up. You know what I mean? Dude,
cathartic.
big bull dyke black bitches. You just keep adding B's to it, bro. You gotta keep going to B's. You know what I mean?
oh man,
Real
goddamn.
tough.
I'm thinking about you in Essence Fest next year.
Hey.
Yo, son, I swear I will show up at Essence Fest with all those bodybuilding black bitches and tell them who the fuck is boss.
Oh man.
Yo, just how many alliterations can you add for black bitch?
Eating baby Ruths.
What
God,
was-
stop.
Eating at Dallas BBQs.
Stop.
You
Stop.
barbecue black bitch. You fucking
Hey.
what?
Hey, we both.
This is the one that y'all both get canceled.
Yeah, bro, but
This
what
is the
are
one
y'all
y'all
doing? What's
smoking.
wrong with it?
What are y'all doing?
What's
I'm
gonna
gonna be
happen?
honest. I'm gonna be honest.
What are y'all
This the one y'all
doing?
I'm gonna be honest. I see what I did. I see what I did. I see it now. I see where I crossed the line. Andrew didn't cross it as blatantly as me, so he don't see it.
Listen.
It's worse because you try to drag us all in there with you. We're like,
But
What's so wrong about saying it? I don't understand what's wrong. What's it? It's just some belly breathing black. I can't. What is wrong about it? You know?
Sitting
What?
there at a babbling brook ass black ass bitch.
Why can't we say white bitch all the time? We say Asian bitch all the time. We say fat bitch all the time. We can't say black bitch.
It's too all encompassing.
Sounds bad.
Yeah,
Why?
it sounds
It
terrible,
hurts.
bro.
Bitch,
So
beautiful, intelligent, thoughtful creature of heaven, son. What you talking about?
There we go.
That's what's up. That was a good,
Yes.
whatever that was.
I heard that from a black comic.
Yeah,
Shout out to
y'all not
Jesus.
gonna give it a shot. Give it a shot. Give your best. Give your best.
Give it up for Jesus one time.
Yeah.
Give your best
Give it up for
alliteration
God. Give your best alliteration with black
or
bitch.
rape scenario.
Yo, listen. Jesus Christ, son.
Gang rape scenarios.
So,
Black
okay.
bitch.
This is really how afraid of black Twitter people are.
not black Twitter.
We are comparing just saying black bitch gang rape.
Scenarios. I admit I was worse. I see the error of my
worse.
ways.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit worse.
I see the error of my ways.
Close.
I apologize.
Oh, it's hot in here, bro.
I apologize.
I'm sweating. I'm like, oh man, this is gonna be the
apologize.
one.
I'm really
This is gonna be the one, yo. I'm really nervous.
usually don't take
for
me-
the first time. I'm alone. I'm like, yo, this is gonna be the one that does it. The
I
round's been too
apologize
smooth.
to Vince McMahon. I apologize to any victims who've been triggered by what I have said.
gonna be
Now,
the one,
if
man.
Andrew could apologize to these black bitches,
All right, let me just tell y'all. Listen,
This is where we lose it all,
I'm
guys.
saying it. If we gonna lose it all, we gonna lose it all on the big one. Listen,
yeah, they're waiting, thinking he's gonna say some wild shit.
Oh my
listen
God.
up, you big brisket. Listen up, okay? Listen up.
Beefy.
You behemoth
Just on Friday.
brisket devouring back spasm happened bad breath
You know what's weird?
white
The
bitches
The more you put on it,
Yeah.
listen, the more adjectives you put on it, the better I felt.
It was weird. It spaced it out.
Space between the black and the bitch. Like,
I
just
said white
made it-
bitch. I said white bitch.
Ah,
Hey, you
well
missed it.
then,
Totally
then it's all
fine.
good. Go
But it wouldn't have been. It was
Okay.
weird. It was like, oh, this isn't gonna end up.
Yeah,
being
because I
said.
gave some time. Okay, let's do. Okay, listen. White bitch. All right, white bitch. And you
waspy.
You waspy, whining, whimpering white bitch.
Let's go.
Man,
Alex, you be in
I
trouble when you get home,
just
son.
now. I feel so much better. I was just like, ah, there we go. That's the equality we fight for on Flagrant.
Son, that shit felt good in my soul. again.
Oh, there we go.
Alex, we gotta be dangerous going home on Friday for you. Son, you be coming back from Montreal and you
Preach.
come home to anger,
About to send
son.
you back to Sweden.
Oh, preach, huh?
Motherfucker.
I just gotta get deeper. I just don't talk like this, so
Bro.
they don't know if it's me or Cass. That's it.
No, they know my voice, B.
They know
got
my
CDs?
voice. I just go at Andrew's
It's
angle.
a kung fu flick. My mouth is moving when I talk.
Them chicken wing Chinese bitches. What they up to? What they up?
Ching chang.
Them ching chang chicken wing Chinese bitches. Bro, everybody gonna get this smoke.
It's too hot. That's
Yo, it
the
is-
problem.
it
It's
is
I
too
was just
hot.
sweating in here. I'm like, fuck,
right.
It's
hot.
making us
What
delirious.
we got for
Nah,
what we
you gotta come at the slants better.
Everybody had to take this episode down after a few weeks.
The episode, yeah. This is the one that's gonna do it.
Alex-
Yo,
Alex almost walked out the room.
you Siamese smoke bomb slanted motherfucker.
I just want to let you guys know this is the one. this is the one.
Oh my
The
god!
one that we lose everything.
Oh my god!
It's too much today. Fuck.
What we got for Indians, bro? Al, what you got for me? Oh yeah.
I think Akaash covered it all.
No, what do we got for Indian bitches, bro?
What, you think just because I was talking about gang rape, I was being Indian?
Oh, I didn't get that one. That was good. Okay, Indian. What do we got for Indian bitches? We got alliteration with I.
Ignorant.
You ignorant. You ignorant. In your hair going down your neck. I had to force that one in. I had to force that one. In your hair going down your neck to your back, and your butthole hair coming up your back to your neck. So you look like a zebra, bitch. And you never have beef tartare, bitch. We got nothing for Indians. We just start with India.
What about Latinas?
Ain't you able to do a Rubik's Cube with your goofy ass feet ass Indian?
Wow.
Hey man, the more I laugh at this, the better I look for earlier. You know what I mean?
All right, go. You gotta do it for Indian. I did white. Go.
You ignorant, indecisive ass, idiot ass,
Oh my gosh. Go.
imbecile ass,
Holy shit. Even
inbred ass, Indian bitch.
That was impressive. He
That was
really
good.
went for it.
That's really good.
He really
Nice
went for
crescendo.
it.
I like it.
Okay. All right. We got
This
Latins.
episode will be taken down.
Yeah. All right. We got
Enjoy it
Latins.
while you can.
Now we do Latin, Latina bitches.
Don't do
Or
Nicaraguan.
Spanish. No.
Nicaraguan, a dangerous game to play.
Yeah, we're not doing Nicaraguan. No, we're not. Okay. Spanish. Go, yo. Yeah.
You Maduro Spanish speaking, sandal slapping, stupid spinach in your rice, bitch.
At the beginning, I didn't think it was gonna go. He called some
Sandal slapping.
momentum. He called some momentum, bro. Holy
Damn, that
Eddie,
feel
get up
good.
in that ass.
Eddie,
That felt good. Go, let one off, Eddie. Let one off, bro.
Alex, you off camera. You can do one for black bitches.
No, absolutely not.
Go. No, we all doing one for our own people. You
I'm
gotta
talking
go
about
do it.
women inbred, son.
Go. Go, Eden.
I really. What
Go.
am I doing? Latin?
Yes, Spanish.
Whichever
Oh,
one.
Spanish.
Spanish bitches. Yeah.
Whichever one you want, bro.
Yeah.
Y'all all look the same anyway.
You stupid, slow,
Feel it. Feel it from your soul.
Come on.
Yeah.
slimy,
Just think of all of them in there.
Good.
suspicious,
Suspicious is good.
Come
They are
on.
suspicious. Where was you last night?
stinky,
Keep drawing. Keep.
Yeah.
No citizenship.
scary.
Yeah. Oh, citizenship lacking. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one, Akaash.
Fucking stupid ass bitch. There you go.
There we go. It was. Listen, you didn't do it at the end, but
You
you
let
got
the
a little momentum.
build. You gotta
Yeah.
let it
You
build.
didn't. All right, Al, go.
Y'all all dying. I'm good.
Son, you were with me early on much worse shit than
I'm
this.
good. I don't know which answer. I'm the cameraman.
God damn it.
We did black. We covered black very well.
Yo, but
already.
you didn't do. Wait, are you really pussying out? You're not gonna do it?
I don't got. Yeah, I did black and he just did Spanish.
Yeah, I did. He did Indian and then I did Indian.
We all do every
did
one
white.
of them. All right, you fucking. You sweaty sundress wearing salsa and chips ass Spanish bitch. Go, Al.
For Sweden.
Go black. No, go black women. You gotta go black women.
God damn.
You got it,
Took
Al.
the good ones.
Nah, you got it.
You
Go with
whiny
it.
ass, whispering ass, waspy ass, would be. I got nothing. I lost steam. I had it. No, I lost it. White bitch. I should. One more. I needed one more to finish it out.
Waffle colored waspy. Will and Grace watching.
Yo, I love that shit.
Wooden spoon in the salad bowl ass. Keep it going, guys. Keep it going. What if we pass it? We pass it. All right, we start with white bitches, okay? Ready? Okay. We gotta start.
I feel like I'm in a fucking cipher, right?
It is. This is the bitch cipher. Yo, we doing a bitch cipher right now. Let's go ahead. Okay. All right, ready? All right, ready?
All right.
Okay. All right. You ready?
What order are we going in? So one each?
Clockwise. Yeah, one
All right,
each.
boom.
Okay.
Let's go
Okay.
for it.
All right, ready? All right. You ready for this? You ready for this?
Let's go for it.
Okay. Ready? Alex is struggling over there. So
Spark
he's
it off,
thinking of
Alex.
every single
Spark
W
it
word.
off.
Okay, ready?
Spark it off,
Am I
Al.
sparking? You sparking, Al?
No, you spark.
All right, I'll spark it off. Okay.
Spark the cipher.
Okay. All right, ready? All right, ready? Ready? You all ready for this?
Ready.
Okay.
All right.
All right. All right, ready? Hold on one second. I got this. I got this.
You need a beat?
Give me a beat. Give me a beat.
Uh.
Okay. No, actually, no beat. No beat. No beat. No beat. That's gonna
beat
fuck it
off.
up even more. Yeah, cut acapella. We going acapella.
Conceded that.
Okay. All right. All right. All right.
Yo, DJ D-Rec. Cut the beat.
Okay. 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 Ready? Okay. All right. All right. Ready? Okay. You. Okay.
You want me to spark?
Yeah, you got spark.
All right. You want to go? You got one?
I could
Okay.
go off top.
All right, go.
Yes, we start with whites. White
Yeah,
bitches?
white bitches.
Alright.
You water sports loving.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
No,
we
no,
all go.
Al,
Oh.
goes
Al.
Al. Clockwise. Go.
Waiter over tipping.
Oh, that's good.
Good.
Yeah.
White male drinking.
Okay. That's something.
Like come like,
Like
seven.
semen.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay,
that's
okay. Go, yeah, go, yeah.
White wine loving.
All good things.
Will Ferrell's
yourself,
my favorite
motherfucker.
comedian, motherfucker.
That's my favorite thing. Whimpering when the dick go too far.
White paper ass bitch. I'm a nice
Terrible.
guy.
Shut the fuck up.
Come on,
bro.
Come on, Al.
Y'all are crazy. Why y'all so crazy?
Fucked up the cipher, bro.
You scoop loving.
All right, we should do one about Alex since he won't do the one about the girl. So
right,
it's
Alex
based on
Bold.
Alex ass bitch, right? So
Okay.
it's A's, right? All right.
Okay. I know who's sparking this and what we're sparking with.
you all inclusive at the abortion clinic.
You always on time as soon as she late with the abortion.
You anal ain't ever have a baby. Oh, fuck, I fucked it up. I had it. I couldn't get it. Damn it.
Oh, jeez.
Guys, can you step in?
You ain't telling the truth about Wheezy.
Oh. Wow, Cat. Wow.
I honestly, I have never felt more proud of Kaz than I have in this episode.
This black on
Kaz in
black
this
violence gotta
episode.
stop.
Sorry, yo, they threw me in. They threw me in.
Kaz stepped up this episode. Alex pussied out on everything.
Wait, what happened with
Only 'cause it's
Weezy?
Patreon, bro. Nah, there's a throwback to the old. Remember the episode?
He's,
Yeah, I
he's
remember.
confusing himself with Chanel. That's what.
Now you know that ain't even true. nigga. See how easy that is, Alex? See how I'm fucking freeze up because it's not true? That's how I know this motherfucker. Wow! That's how I know, guys.
It's ping pong.
Wait, are we doing Chinese? What happened?
That's Ching Chong.
And ping pong, actually. It's both.
Oh, God.
All right, Chinese again. All right, you Chesapeake Bay crab loving.
Listen, Chesapeake, delicious. bro.
Chicken ain't really chicken ass.
Oh, God. I can't.
I'm dying.
It's too hot to do these episodes.
Yo, it's really hot in here. Holy
All right, that's it. That's it. We're done with the episode.
Fuck.
Where are we at? What time? That's too much
That's
already.
way
We
more
gotta
than
cut out
enough.
about 30 minutes.
Yeah, we got to move about 30 minutes. It got
By the
wild
time
out
we're
here.
done, this shit's gonna be like.
Yes.
12 minutes.
No.
Oh,
No,
boy.
right? Or maybe. We'll
Well,
decide.
why not?
All right. We probably will.
We already
Wrapping
said,
on now.
after all we've said today, you're not gonna add.
We're really trying to end it.
I mean, I said this is gonna be the one.
This is the one.
This is the one.
I fucked up.
Y'all got me a little shook. I'm gonna be honest. I trusted the patrons
This
completely.
is the one. Yo, this is our China please, bro. I'm telling you.
What's
this
China
is our
please?
China. This is our China baby. This is our China baby.
Oh.
The whole.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, go watch that Comedians Cars Get Go Up. They'd spend 2 episodes like, yo, there's no one. It went too far.
Anyway, guys, thank y'all so much for listening to the podcast, man. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. Keep it tight. I know a bunch of y'all are going to be reaching out for Discord links, and we'll make sure that you get them. Obviously, holler at Akaash. He got the plug. Bash got the plug if you could prove it. That you're definitely a patron. Well, you guys are listening now, so you patrons. But
Probably gonna post it in the page every day. Check the fucking community wall.
Boom.
Yeah. And it's only for the patrons, obviously.
And it expires
You
in
guys know
24 hours. So if it's a new link every day.
Yeah, that's how we got to keep it tight. But anyway, man, we fuck with y'all so much, man. And that's been another episode of Flagrant 2. Always keep it very tight. Peace.